What's up, boys? What's up, everybody out there in the chat? Welcome to Wolfpack Wednesdays. Hey, this is episode 99. Let's do
What up,
99 too
boys?
sweets tonight, all right? That was 3 right there. We got 96 to go. Too sweet, everybody.
Too sweet.
Good to have you guys here. I got a new bottle of Traveler that I'm going to be uncorking tonight on a special occasion because it's always special when it's Wednesday night because it's hump day.
Neat.
And you know what? These weeks have been getting very tough, stressful, busy. So it's good to be able to come together again Wednesday night, unload a little bit. I feel a little uptight, so I'm hoping like you guys in the chat, you guys on the panel, can help me unwind a little bit and just have some fun. So we got a lot to talk about tonight. Good news going on. Hold on. Oh, there it is. We got some good news. Ooh, goggles. This is some good stuff. But before we get into that stuff, how are you boys doing tonight?
Man, I'm jealous because I don't have your beverages. I wish I had one, but I'm not doing too bad. Before we get started with festivities, I want to put out a special shout out to one Mr. Dark Kibbles for coming down and clearly being a fan of the channel and a fan of Wolfpack Wednesday and saw my plea for help, the injustice of Galen Erso, the atrocity that we will not get one. He put out the bat signal. He said, how would you like a Galen Erso? For money, not for free.
He didn't ask me. Rick, did he ask you?
Bam!
He did.
Dark Kibbles, you are the man. Thank you very much. He is home. He just got here. Thank you so much.
Dark Kibbles, I'll take one too. It's just
no, he did not.
Mine stuck in the mail. You know.
For the beverage.
Yeah.
But
USPS probably got a loss. So no, that's big. Congrats,
huge, man. Listen, dude, I don't know where you guys are with Andor. I don't know if you've been keeping up with it or not, but I just binged episodes 7 through 9, and I'm super pumped for Star Wars right now. Like, oh my gosh, this season of Andor has been amazing. So I'm hoping we get more from Andor. I'm hoping we get some Rogue One, some good stuff. But man, guys, if you guys have not been keeping on Andor, you guys got to watch it. This season is even better than last season, in my opinion. So pumped this came in today because those 3 episodes that just came out were sick.
Let's leave it up to the mob. I want to ask them which season they like better so far. Because I've been having a hard time sticking with it. But I will say last night's were getting good, but then I fell asleep. And that's not necessarily Andor's fault.
I can usually get through the 3 episode arc throughout the week, but this batch of 3 episodes were so good, I just binged them.
I fell asleep for the beginning to the middle of the 8th episode, and then I woke up for the end. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't really remember what happened, so I'm probably gonna have to watch that one again, and then I gotta watch the 9th one. So I'll catch up.
Not gonna lie, I fell asleep through episode 3 of season 1. I will try it again.
You're still there, aren't you?
I'm still there.
You're still there.
As soon as he watches Peacemaker, he'll hit up Andor.
But the hype for this show, season 2, I feel like is a little higher than the first season, and it's kind of making me want to watch it. So I think I'm gonna try to go back and watch it because I'm a huge fan of Rogue One. So I don't know why, but it's just the beginning of it is such a slow burn, and when life is so fast right now, it's kind of tough stuff.
Dude, I'll tell you, I get it. No, but I mean honestly, the grind of the first season, the first 3 episodes, yeah, for sure. I know once you get past that though, dude, it's
season 1 was good.
It hits, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I've just been having a hard time kind of sticking with what's going on, what's happening. There's a lot of, it's a slow burn, but at the same time, there's just a lot of different intricate things happening that if you don't pay attention, you kind of lose. And then you're like, what's going on? Why is this person doing this? Are they together now? Or, what's going on there? So,
dude, guilty as charged, man. I have a terrible problem where I can't put my phone down when I'm watching TV anymore. And I get so distracted. I miss so much. I had to want going back and watching stuff after I've already watched it, just because it's ooh, when did this happen? Hold on, let me go back and watch that. So if you can put your phone down for 45 to 50 minutes, which is asking a lot these days, there's a lot of good stuff going on. Some of the best Star Wars I've seen in years going on that show right now. So, but yeah, it does take concentration because you'll miss something for sure.
Concentration.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch that. So hopefully maybe tomorrow night I can finish that. But I do got to create some content too before Friday. So I don't know. I might have to wait till the weekend to kind of catch up, but we'll see. We'll see. I've definitely been sticking with it and excited to see how it ends for sure. I mean, we know kind of how it's going to end, but you know what I mean.
Spoiler.
You know what I mean. But yeah, outside of that, you got your Galen. I paid off my do-back combo. Ooh. So yes, I'm getting the combo, the deluxe with another Sand Trooper. So hopefully that gets shipped out this week yet, and maybe by next week I have mine. Gonna review that. I'm really excited. You guys know I've been talking about it for the better part of a couple months here. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. Brick, anything up your alley for incoming stuff?
Well, believe it or not, another Spider-Man. Miles Morales is shipping and should be here by tomorrow or Friday. So looking forward to that from Across the Spider-Verse. And then Miles, not at all.
Like, are you gonna put the clothes on?
Yeah,
like the outfit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be careful. So I'm more nervous about artisan figures than I am about clothing. You know what I mean? Like, hair freaks me out a little bit more. So for like a little rip on the side, cover that up with the jacket. You'll be all right. It's okay. The hair you can't really cover up unless you put on a Indiana Jones hat or something. Oh wait, you can't take that off, right? Okay, never mind. We'll get into that.
We'll get into that.
Good. Yeah. So again, got 51 to start the show. Give us a like button, or hit that like button, I should say. Give us a like. Let us know you're in the chat. Say hi. We'll hit you up in a couple minutes here. But next week is a very special week, and unfortunately, we didn't really plan anything out, so I can't talk about any of that other stuff that was between us three. But next week is a special week. It's episode 100 of Wolfpack Wednesdays, and it's gonna be giveaway heavy. We got companies like Maju Space, Hawk Wars Toys, and Underground Figures participating. Gonna be some gift cards, gonna be a figure giveaway, and then there's gonna be something else from Maju Space. I don't know if it's gonna be a gift card or what yet, but we're gonna figure that out. So we haven't really figured out the details. Like, it's probably gonna be just people that are live on the show that maybe participate, because it's just gonna be a fun get together. As DLO says, there's gonna be many festivities. We might kind of just go down memory lane a little bit, talk about how it started, and how Brick was in the cabin and missed the first episode and all that stuff, and favorite moments and stuff
so
like that.
So you guys know, I was invited to that first episode. I am an original.
An OG. But anyways, I hope you guys mark your calendars for that, and watch the show with us. Help us celebrate next week, because 100 episodes, that's a big deal. I mean, not every show gets that. I mean, I know before this I kind of trial and errored a lot of different titles and streams, and I don't even know how many episodes.
Can you share one of my favorites? Please, what was one of them called? You
don't like the name?
I didn't say it in.
We had
viewers who may not have seen it. What's the name of the show that you originally piloted?
The one that I originally piloted was 6 Scale Symposium. Symposium is like it's like a hangout. I was trying to get something that flowed. And then I trialed U Drive for a couple episodes, where I really wanted the chat to drive the direction of the show, and get your input would be then what we would talk about, but that didn't really take off. So
there's no chat.
Nobody watched. Nobody watched. So then we came up with Wolfpack Wednesdays, and we haven't looked back. So it's been a lot of fun. Great brand, great community, a lot of fun. Just hanging out with you guys each and every week. So nonetheless, man, guys, I'm excited to talk Star Wars, a little bit of Indy IP, Indiana Jones, that is, Marvel, maybe making a little bit of a an effort to kind of get back into the game, but we'll see. We'll talk about that. But I guess first let's talk and let's see who's in the chat and kind of say hi to everybody. So we got Valkyrie Magnus, channel member. Good evening, Graham and friends. Let's have a fun live stream. Too sweet to you, my friend. Thank you for being here. We got Silly Vanilli, Brandon Mosley. Let's go. We got channel member Neil Horrific. Good evening, Wolfpack. Got 2 screens on you in the hockey playoffs. Go Leafs. By the way, love that Sideshow is sneaking G out there exclusive. Think Darth/Anakin will be dropped tomorrow. Got another channel member, Brad Cormack. Wolfpack, too sweet. Fig Poser, what up? Got to catch you. Got a big game tonight. So I wonder if that's the hockey game as well. We got the NBA playoffs too. So man, did you guys see the Pacers game? See the Pacers game last night? That's crazy.
Wild
as much as I don't want them to win, I don't want are they playing wait, who are they playing? Boston and the Knicks.
Which, by the way, Knicks are up 2-0, by the way.
That was a crazy ending too. I call the ending of that one.
Wait, the Knicks ended up winning?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And then
I didn't see the end. Okay.
And then the Pacers were down 7 again with under a minute to go and won that game too, man. But how many times, man? How many times can they do that? I don't know. Can they keep it up? I don't know. Good basketball though.
Nothing like playoff basketball, man.
And I've never really been a Warriors fan, but it's kind of good to see Steph Curry still slinging it out there. So
yeah, I used to not be able to stand that guy, and now that he's older,
Curry,
I don't know.
He's always been such a good dude. You mean Draymond Green, maybe? Like
I think it's the Warriors as a whole.
Curry, it just I didn't like the way, and this is a time where I didn't watch basketball a lot. So the only time I ever watched basketball was when Curry was on screen and his mouthpiece was hanging out the side of his mouth while he's like, I was like, okay, come on, this guy really? And now that he's older,
does get annoying.
Yeah, I'm just kind of I always root for the underdog and trying to make a point. So yeah.
Now he is the underdog.
Go Curry.
There you go. Let's see here. We got Tighter FL channel member. What's up, everyone? What's going on, my friend? Christian Crosshair Cooper. What's up, Wolfpack? We got Doc Bat. What up, fam? OG Collector. OG fan when Star Wars was just Star Wars. Too sweet. And hello, everybody. We got the movie canon. Hello, everybody. Of course, Brick Artemis is in the house with DLO The Collector. We got Sin. I was just watching your Joker DX32 unboxing. Appreciate that. Universal Key. Hello. Best channel on YouTube, in my opinion. Man, that is a bold take and one that I will graciously and humbly say thank you to. I appreciate that. We got to try to do a lot of videos, different variety of reviews, tips, tours of the collection, stuff like that. So I definitely try to keep it fresh for you guys. And these two guys here definitely help me keep the channel top level as well. So top tier, as we say. Aaron Jones putting this out in the universe. I want a Darth Vader apprentice and want to trade my battle damage Toby, Spidey, and Goblin set. Anyone able to help a brother out. There you go. Little trade offer.
It's a big deal. I've seen that set before.
Yeah.
No joke.
Hit Aaron Jones
if I had a Darth Vader apprentice, I would definitely do that, but I don't. Sorry, man.
And D'Lo, you've dealt with Aaron already in the past, so we can vouch for him. Solid guy, stand-up guy. Isn't gonna.
Wow, you're gonna make me vouch for him in front of.
Well, you can't say no
61
now.
viewers with only 10 likes. I'll tell you what.
I remember you talking highly of him.
Tell you what, let's get 50 likes in here, and we'll start.
Rick knows.
Yeah, we'll
Rick
start.
knows what I'm cooking over here. Yeah, let's get to 50 likes, and maybe I'll vouch for him. I'm
all right.
Aaron's a solid dude. He's a solid dude, but also like too.
Come on now, hit that like button. It's not hard. Kevin, what's up, guys? Hot Toys Obi-Wan in his clone armor on the way. Let's fucking go. Congrats. It's always good to have figures coming in. That excitement, nothing beats it. We got Wayne Timothy. Good evening, Wolfpack and chat. Jose Plus, what's up, Wolfpack? What's going on, my friend? Too sweet to you. Throw that out there all night. We got about 85 of those to go. We got the man, the myth, the legend himself, Darth Kibbles, channel member, longtime viewer of the channel, swinging by to say thanks for quality talk. Caught several replays on the way back from Japan after celebration. We'll catch the replay. I always appreciate you guys catching the replay, because to me, that's tougher than watching live, because live we get to interact together, and replay, it's cool, and I enjoy that with some channels too, but it's still not the same. So anybody that watches the replay, I really just want to thank you. Really do appreciate that. And I went live over the weekend and had a lot of my UK friends joining me, so like that was a lot of fun. So I know a lot of them don't get to watch, and they got to watch it on the replay. So I'm trying to do more like morning lives once in a while, but tough with the schedule. I got the Dewback Trooper combo in on Monday. It's huge. It's badass.
Congrats.
I can't wait, man. Yeah, congrats. Big deal. Hopefully this thing did well enough that it clicks for Hot Toys and they're like, let's keep making Star Wars creatures.
Wampa, baby.
Yeah, there you go.
Somebody was selling on Facebook the Sideshow Tauntaun for $5.25. Shipped.
Dang. It's goals right there. I want one.
You know, but without the figures, I don't know. Like, would you just put a Tauntaun just in your I don't know. Like, does it make sense to get the Tauntaun and then?
Probably not. Probably not.
Do you get the Sideshow figures, or do you just hold off? You know,
I would hold off. I've had those Sideshow figures. They are rough by today's standards. So, so yeah, I don't blame you.
And not compatible to put like swap head sculpts or anything, right?
I mean, you probably could make it work, but yeah,
you'd have to do some modifications.
You're gonna do some mods to do something like that, but
yeah. So like the Tauntaun would be great, but I think at this point you almost have to just hold out and hope either Sideshow does it again or Hot Toys, comes up with it. So it's definitely doable. I mean, yeah, Hoth figures. Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, it'll get done at some point.
Yeah, we got the Ben Thomas show. Hey everyone, what's going on, Ben? Hope you're having a good week so far. Glad Galen got there safe. Sorry, Graham, he's not OT, so I figured you weren't interested. That's fair. That is fair. Oh, that's fair. My what's the terminology for that? My something precedes me. My I forget it. I haven't drank enough yet, so
okay.
We'll move on.
We'll have some more on that.
We got KG. What's going on, fellas? What's up, KG? Oh,
what's up,
boy.
KG? I'm gonna open it.
Hey, go ahead. Dope hat, Brick.
Thank you.
Oh, he says thanks.
I had to get a new hat for reasons that I will not talk about on live, but yeah, yeah, got a new hat. Took the oldest to a baseball game, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. Good stuff.
We got Kirby Kai. What's up, Wolfpack? 48 people, only 28 likes. We can do better. Make sure to hit that like button to subscribe to these goats. 68 now. And I'm sure when DLO starts unboxing this live, it's going to shoot up even further. We got Derek in the house, channel member. Thank you for your support, sir. Cheers, gents. Here's to another Wolfpack Wednesday. The nectar of the gods. Ekwan is here as well. Good to see this guy. I saw people had to pay tariff fees on Jack Sparrow.
Oh, is that so, DLO?
Wild.
Yeah, even for those that have paid off their figures for 3 damn months, just waiting for you to ship it. Talk about a swift kick in the ass.
Pay this figure off now, and we can ship it to you. Yeah, 3 months later. Thanks.
And here's an extra
stuck with payments.
We got Uncle Ray in the house. What's up, gentlemen? What's going on, Ray? Big shout out again to Hawk Wars Toys for not only just like hooking me up with the Dewback, but like finding me one when I finally made the decision. Yeah, I do want this. Like last minute, dude, I need this. Can you hook me up? He found a way, so I do appreciate that. Thank you, Ray. And again, he's going to be participating in the giveaway next week. So make sure you guys are there next week. And don't forget to use my discount code Wolfpack Spring 5 for 5%. Yes, Frank.
I was. How did you know I wanted to say something? I was this close to reaching out to Hawk yesterday and today for that modern suit Batman. No, that modern suit Batman. I don't know, man.
He's opening the door, Hawk.
I know. I am like so tempted to reaching out, but I don't want to reach out and be like, I can't do it and be that guy, like I've never been that guy before. But no, I just I don't know. I'm getting there. I'm getting that edge. So somebody else go get it. So I'm not so tempted.
I actually thought about it too, Hawk.
Oh. So come to me too, Hawk.
May the best man win.
He said,
thank you for being here, Hawk.
That's awesome.
But yeah, go check out his eBay store. He's got a lot of good stuff. We got Enchanted Jedi. What's up, Wolfpack? Glad to be here. Jack pushed back another month. Go Nuggets. Also, go Nuggets. Yeah, why not? Go Nuggets. I'm with that this year too.
Go Knicks.
Going back to Hawk though. So I did tell him, DLO, that you're planning on coming out.
Mm-hmm.
He is free for us to come down, hang out, check out what he's got available, but also maybe do like a lunch. So
we're gonna get a tour of Hawk headquarters
Chicago.
there. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'm down.
So save the date, Hawk. We got Joe P. Good evening. My do-back set finally came in. Also, man, I'm super jealous of all you, but I'm super happy knowing that it's coming home. So I just can't wait to see, because I don't think anything's going to prepare me for the sheer size of that figure. So it's going to be epic. Looking forward to it. It's going to be, those are fun unboxings.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are fun. Like Jabba was fun. Obviously the Batmobile, DeLorean. Stuff like that. It's just it's exciting. It's extra special.
It's an experience.
Right. Well put. We got Hammer of God. What's up, Wolfpack fam? Field to Burn. The gang's all here. We got Natalie Great. Should I get the old DS Anakin? I would say no.
Ooh, bold take. Why not? Tell us why.
Well, I still think it's too expensive. And I do still think they're going to do a sculpted dark side Anakin. What say you guys?
Yeah,
I concur.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who knows when that's going to happen? 3 months,
Practice
6 months,
patience,
2 years. I don't know. But I wouldn't risk it.
Yeah, I would say practice patience on that one.
Yeah, I'd say wait, because I mean, if you do too soon, you might miss the boat on the new one. But if you wait after the new one comes out and you're excited, you're still okay with getting the dark side one, the original one, you'll probably get it for a discount.
Right.
So
that's right.
Dealer's choice for you.
Great figure though, really is.
One Adam 12 channel member, friend of the channel. Hey Wolfpack, last night's Andor was a masterpiece, one of the best Star Wars ever. Best TV in years. Well, man, we might have to get out of here early so I can go catch that last episode if that's what we're talking about. Jeez Louise.
Dude,
we got D-Dot. Sup, Pack. Mike Literis. What's up, you furry alpacas? Hello. Let's see. Thank you, Valkyrie. He knew what I was talking about. My reputation is what I was talking about.
I knew you were talking about too.
OG knows. Yeah, these guys know. Aaron knows. Honestly, work's been so crazy this week. It's been stressful. I feel like, again, I haven't decompressed yet. So I'm hoping throughout the show we can kind of get to that point. And I'm already having a good time, but I'm mentally tired too. How you figure? It's good to see this guy back around these parts. Channel member, 99 episodes, one away from 100. 100 minus 99 equals 1. I don't know where I'm going with this, but remember Banks from Mighty Ducks, great player. His jersey was 99. I do remember that. Yeah, good movie too. Good movie, classic.
What's your favorite Mighty Ducks movie?
Honestly, I have a hard time remembering the third.
Okay,
probably the first.
Yeah, I like the second one the best, but the first is really good.
Isn't that when they played for Team USA in the second one? Or was that the third?
I want to say that was the third. I like the one. Okay, I'm with Graham now. I like the one where they're in college, or like they have maybe not college, but they do all the pranks. That's not the first one, is it? They do the pranks.
The first one's where he gathers the team together.
Yeah, man.
No, but they prank each other against like the other team and stuff like that.
Banks was on the Hawks, and then he came to their team.
Wait, I'm pretty sure that was part 3. When
so
they go
part
to
3.
Yeah, because
so
they
like
played for
D3.
Team USA in the second one.
Okay, so I like D3. Okay. All right. Chat, we don't know what the hell we're talking about.
All right. 1-6 Star Wars Pimpazoid. What's up? Sideshow finally getting some stuff in. Got notices for Enoch Maul with Speeder and Concept Maul are shipping. I should probably pay off my Darth Maul so I could probably get that sooner. I got 2 months left, but I need to just pay that thing off. Striker 47, too sweet Wolfpack. Let's go. Too sweet to you as well. Hawk says anytime. G Money. Yeah, that's money for sure, man. Brick, knock, knock. Plenty. Oh, man.
Let's see here.
Brother-in-law twin discount. Yeah, I like where you're going with that. If we both buy one, what kind of discount can we get? We got my father, Django, channel member. Hey, guys, too sweet. Thank you so much for being here. Ooh, and a bottle of bourbon. Man, he is talking my language tonight. We got Big Rib. Hello, hello. Welcome in. It's getting started. Thank you for being here. Silly Vanilli says they'd be leaving too much money on the table if they don't do a dark side Anakin. I agree 100%. Hey, you guys going up to Collector Zone Con this year? I believe that's the week deal is coming up, but I think we're hanging out. We're going to Chicago. So I'm not sure yet, but might not be. It was a lot of fun, but it just felt like there wasn't a lot. There wasn't any really 6 scale guys. There wasn't really a lot of 6 scale stuff. It was cool to see. I just don't know if going back every year is something I need to do, but definitely want to go back again.
Yeah, I mean, it was an awesome experience to go there and kind of see the whole setup that Marcos has out there. But yeah, kind of echoing what like Graham said, like we were really the 1-6 guys representing over there. If you guys are, by you guys, I mean the audience, if you guys want to go, and this is more of a meetup with where we can get to meet you guys, I'd rather go to Collector Zone and do that if you guys are going to be
right.
Because we've been there. Marco's great dude. He's got a great shop out there. It was a great experience. It was a great like team bonding exercise we had over there, right?
Well, meeting a lot of the statue guys was awesome too. There's a lot of cool statue guys.
You meet cool people, but honestly, I want to meet you guys like next time. Like I wanted to, Big Rib, I would love for you to show up, and then we get to meet you guys and hang out with you guys and talk shop, talk what we're passionate about. But yeah, kind of what Graham said. Like if it's just gonna be us over there, I'd rather it just be the boys hanging out. You know what I mean? This time around, but I'm open minded.
We got enough.
If you guys want to come out,
if you're DMing all three of us, and you're like knocking down our door that you want to go and
not
hang
too
out,
far away.
Yeah,
you know. But yeah, get back to us. Let us know if you guys want to show up. If you guys want to do it, then we'll probably do it. If you guys are going to go,
right. And it's for anybody that doesn't know, it's in Michigan.
Yes.
So, depending on where you're located, how you figure. Celebrating 15 months as a channel member. I mean, that's a big deal, man. Can't thank you enough for supporting the channel. I mean, all of you guys just for supporting the channel and watching. But man, that's a big deal, and I really do appreciate that, sir. Gotta have you back on the show too. He says Mighty Ducks 3.
Okay.
We got X-Man Supreme. Oh shit, I'm late. Just got my shipping notice for both Artisan Jack Sparrows. So if anybody wants one, just holla at your boy. So again, yeah, like. We got somebody wanting to trade for possibly a Dark Side Anakin or Artisan Anakin. We got X-Man that has a Jack Sparrow for sale if anybody missed out. And also, I don't know if Jazzy's in yet, but I know Jazzy's been shopping around an Artisan Joker. So like, guys, if you need something, hit these guys up. Solid dudes.
How's that figure?
Ryan Stadler, what's up, guys? Hello, hello.
DLO, you're putting away the figure?
No, bro. He's off camera right now. Just putting the box back together.
Okay. Whew.
OG fan says you're halfway there and should just get a charter fishing boat and slay some hogs. Big Rip said, yeah, I talked to Marcos and he said he needed more 1-6 fellas.
Yes.
Just got 2 ATRTs today. Also, those things are tall. Ooh, Sin says, I'm in Chicago. Let's do it.
There you go.
There you go. And if we don't go to Michigan, I mean, we're planning on spending a day in Chicago. So
right.
That would be fun too. He was talking to Marcos about going. That's why he's asking us, fellas.
Makes sense.
Oh, I feel
Makes
guilty,
sense.
man. Tighter says
I feel
Florida
guilty.
road trip. And I gotta figure out the financials, but this is 2 years in a row that DLO's probably gonna be coming up here. So I would like to get down there, hopefully like next year or something, even for like a long weekend. So
Same.
I mean, would be cool to meet Tighter. It'd be cool to hang out with DLO on his turf. So
I got a friend named
No,
Brick
he's not.
Artemis, and I live in a state that has a Legoland, and he refuses to come see his boy. Unreal, unreal.
So you promised me we'll go to Legoland if I
Promise,
Dude,
me,
I'm
DLO.
keep throwing it out.
Promise
We
me.
like if you're here, we're going to
I
Legoland.
like how you say Legoland and not Walt Disney World, or like it's
Promise
Legoland.
me.
Dude, I don't want to go to Walt Disney. God, no.
Oh, that's my dream, man.
You've never been there before?
I've never been there.
Wow.
It's my dream.
What?
I've been there since I was 8.
I've been to Euro Disney, which is in Paris when I was in high school, but it's
Same.
not the
You know
same
it, I
when
know
Mickey
it.
Mouse is
Yeah.
speaking French, and I mean it's fine, it's nice, but
Shout out to France.
shout out to France.
Shout out to France.
Brandon's gonna be in Florida in June. So
Okay.
Ooh,
this is what part?
Oh, Tighter, let's sit here.
Tampa
Tighter.
area.
We might have to host somebody here. Hell yeah, Brandon. Hit me up, bro.
Disney's so much walking. FML.
Well, no, dude, Disney's so packed nowadays that like
Damn, Hawk's going back already.
Jeez. I feel like everybody gets to go to Disney World. But
Yeah, and
me.
it's like, yeah,
It's so
it doesn't
depressing.
cost an arm and a leg or anything like that,
Well, I could sell like half my collection to go with my family, but
that's the spirit.
let's do
Why
it.
would you want to do that? Mike says, wait, I have a Legoland here too, Brick. Come on over. Mike, Jersey, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Oh, if I went to Jersey, I would definitely have to hit up Silent Bob, that Jay and Silent Bob comic shop. Got to do it. It's
Hmm.
another
You're
dream.
in Jersey, dude. Ew, gross.
Yeah, so OG
Same.
says, okay, where are y'all at? I thought Wisconsin for both you and Brick, and DLO's in Florida. Yep. Yeah, so actually Brick and I are actually across the street from each other, so real close.
So you messed with one, you messed with both of us.
And then DLO's like all the way south side of the country. So
Yes.
but
AKA the penis of this country. I'm in Florida.
just dangling there,
Hanging out. I'm not gonna even finish the sentence. Okay. Not even drinking. This is me right now.
Yeah, but you're so hopped up on Galen right now. It's not even funny.
Galen.
Let's see him.
He's so cool.
Ooh, that's
He
nice.
put his hair back on. Looks good, dude. Listen. I made a big fuss on it. He doesn't need to be anything extraordinary, but look, this right here.
I think if you're not paying an arm and a leg, it's definitely worth it. Sculpt is solid.
Dude, he looks so good.
nice.
And he doesn't have to be anything like amazing, like this simple pose, little military pose here. And, he's good, dude. But
I like
it's
the
so
hair.
nice to have him, man. Seriously, like, I don't know what Hot Toys was possibly thinking, like, not giving this to everybody. This is
Question though, what if they do decide to give this to everybody now?
still don't care. I got one.
Okay,
I don't
you
need
don't
two.
care.
I got one. I'm
Okay.
good.
It's not what you said with the range trooper.
That was bullshit. You know it. You know it. You know it. I got bamboozled. That damn snake oil salesman, Howard.
Oh yeah, and Gio, next time you're in the Chicago, Wisconsin area, please let us know. Come on. Be better than that.
He let me know like the day
Nico,
before
he let
because
me
he
know.
knew I wouldn't
The
be able
day
to make
before,
plans.
but he knew
to
you
see
couldn't
him.
do anything about it.
He didn't want to see me.
By the way, I'm gonna be there tomorrow.
Too sweet.
OG giving you a little bit of shit.
No, listen. I mean, when it comes to trooper business, it's shady when they do stuff like that. Don't get me started, OG. Okay,
But what if it's literally just a different outfit?
dude?
Or
I legitimately
different
paid
accessory.
$5 more, and it comes with more stuff 3 months after mine. Like, how do you
No, I get
justify
that.
that? How do you justify it? Like, come on, we're talking apples and oranges over here. Everybody should got to swing at this. This is period. Everybody should have got a shot
yeah,
at
me
this.
and
At
Brick
least
over here
over
getting
here.
super jealous.
Yeah.
But
This guy over here
With my
lives by
Galen.
Disney World, doesn't even want to go.
dude, it's
Man, got Galen Erso.
Oh man.
Disney as a kid is so much different than as an adult. I'll just leave it at that. It's just like it's not the same, especially with kids. I'm good. I have been traumatized enough.
All right. Just want to take a look at this quick. This is compliments of Tighter FL, because he and I stand together. Hot Toys celebrated this year's Star Wars Day on May 4th with an array of exciting fan experiences across various locations, from our stores adorned with Star Wars themed decor to Star Wars themed pop-up stores and the presence of the iconic 501st Legion. Fans were treated with unforgettable moments. Yada 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 yada. Look at all these guys. Oh, come on.
Look at all the what guys?
Look at all these guys.
Oh, those guys again.
Star Wars Day. And you know what he said to me?
What did he say to you?
All of the OT and not one OT figure announced by Hot Toys.
That's true. And all the commotion.
You know, like, look at this.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, TIE fighter pilot back there too. But like, it's just funny because people are like, well, you know, it's not this generation, it's so old, but yet it still lives on. And yet they don't
that
care.
beautiful cherry blossom figure.
It's not OT. That's nothing.
Technically, it's OT.
It's nothing. It's
Just beautified. That's all.
mythos.
Yeah.
It's mythos. But yeah, here's some pictures from Star Wars Day. And you guys know me. I just had to do that because it's starting to become like what I'm known for. Complain about DOT. So it's got to keep that going. But we got SG Collectibles joining us as well. He wants to know how much you paid for him. Retail, right?
Mm-hmm. Retail.
Well, I had a friend. He had a
What
friend.
good guy.
Good friend.
Yeah,
Wow.
good friend. Good friend. And we met Darth Kibbles at StatueCon as well.
Yeah, we did. I think
That
he
was
the only,
really cool.
Yeah, I think he was the only 1/6 guy we actually met. Yeah. Wait, let me think. Before I speak.
Was Ro? Ro was there.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
also
sorry.
statue.
Dabbles in a little bit of both.
Yep, that's true.
But anyways. Yeah, I mean, again, if you guys are knocking down our door saying like, hey, I'm going because I want to hang out with you guys. If we could even get like, what, 5 to 10 6-skill guys to go.
Yeah, it's worth it for sure at that point.
I mean, that'd be fun. We also got the Gambino. Hello, everyone. Hello. We're just kind of getting started, just kind of shooting the shit right now. But man, this was exciting too. But I do have some hesitancies toward this. Not super, not heroes, not giving up. The Thunderbolts are ready to take the spotlight. Stay tuned for the reveal. So a tease. Thunderbolts actually debuted last weekend. DLO is the only one that was lucky enough to see it out of us 3, but Brick and I are going to go see it Friday. So soon we will be on board with that as well. And the one thing that I noticed, though, right off the bat was no Captain America here.
U.S. agent.
U.S.
agent. Sorry.
Yeah, formerly known as Captain America.
Maybe I haven't kept up enough, but
Falcon
well,
is Captain America.
what's his
now.
name? What's that character's name?
Oh, Kurt Russell's son.
Yeah, I was about to say this.
Kurt Russell's son.
Kurt Russell's son.
Yep.
Anyways, the fear though is like that they won't complete the team.
Yep.
DLO, without spoiling anything, what are your thoughts on this? And do you have the same kind of, I don't want to say fear, but maybe a little bit of a worry, or does it not matter as much with this lineup? Like, do you need them all or none type of thing? Kind of where are you at with that? Or are you just out completely?
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the team,
John Walker.
Oh yeah, why do you gotta yell for? Why are you yelling, man?
John Walker.
My bad. Yeah, no, for this one here, I mean, I gave it some thought because I saw this picture and I thought the same thing. It was like, where's U.S. Agent at here? Because he was a big part of the movie there. He was actually a highlight of the movie for me personally. Yeah, I don't know why he's excluded from this photo op. Only thing that I could potentially think of is that a lot of names, a lot of characters from this movie have already been announced for Avengers Doomsday, which is the next movie after Fantastic Four. So I want to be optimistic and say maybe he was omitted on purpose, maybe because they plan on making him for the next movie. And that's kind of where this Thunderbolts, great movie, but in Hot Toys timing of release and stuff, by the time these figures come out, Doomsday will be here, and that's kind of how it goes nowadays with Marvel. It's like whatever's hot in you, unless it's like super popular, like a Deadpool or Spider-Man No Way Home line. Like,
yeah, we'll want that Doomsday version.
You're gonna want the next one, right? You're gonna want the next one. I mean, unless you're completely attached to this version of the figures and the characters, more power to you. But it's kind of tough because timing wise, by the time these come out, like we would probably already seen Doomsday at that point, and if you're looking for that character, that might be the version that you want there instead. So I'm not worried that he's going to come out. I don't know if he's going to come out for this movie or the next movie. That's what I'm thinking.
Brooke, where are you at on this stuff? Got to see the movie first, or?
I mean, I'm for sure going to get Yelena and the red what's
Guardian.
his name? Guardian. Yeah, those two I definitely want. Winter Soldier, I don't know. I mean, you know, we got to see the movie. Because especially since the artisan version's already coming home. Yeah, and then all the other figures just have got to see the movie. So, but yeah, Yelena, I'm really excited about. I'm glad we have a different outfit for her. I'm sure the head sculpt is going to be a million times better. And I still say that Yelena figure is so much better in person. One of the most underrated figures since I've been in the whole atmosphere of Hot Toys. So, but yeah, really looking forward to the movie, man. I wanted to see it so bad last week. So bad.
Good stuff.
But I just couldn't. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah.
The thing that scares me, and we don't have to get into it, but with Marvel, this movie made $12 million less on opening weekend than Captain America. So, and Captain America, you know, the name Captain America and Red Hulk and everything, but that's a movie that was that had a lot of low ratings. This one has higher ratings, yes. But to spend $280 million to make this movie, and then another $100 million to get them to go parade around the world, when is it going to be like, oh shit, we can't afford this anymore because we are not making money? And that kind of scares me because like every movie they're like, oh, this one's going to bring back Marvel, this one's going to bring back Marvel, and even though they're getting better ratings, like the money's still not coming in like it used to. So that kind of worries me about the MCU. I'm not going to lie.
Do you think this might follow suit with like the Suicide Squad, where it's not going to get the recognition like for DC, like a Batman or Superman, but it was still a really good movie, but it's just not a lot of people are going to go see it because it's not that fan favorite character type of thing. You know, these are, if you look at it, these are all kind of like side characters coming together to make a movie. So like it doesn't have that draw of a superhero in it, like it even says, you know, we're not superheroes. I just wonder if it kind of flies under the radar a little bit more because of that. Not necessarily a bad thing, but yeah, it might kind of be a little bit lower at the box office.
Yeah, I think so.
Just a thought.
Well, to not bury Marvel over here for a second, like honestly, like they kind of put themselves in this position. Sure. So I mean, before. 100%. Dude, you didn't care what the character or movie was. You just knew it was going to be a good movie for like 10 years straight, you know? So Marvel can do no wrong.
Dude, they couldn't do any wrong. They put freaking Miss Marvel in between Infinity War and Endgame, and it made $1 billion. Like,
dude, I didn't know what the hell Guardians of the Galaxy were until I saw the movies, and now I'm obsessed with that team. So, I mean,
exactly.
I mean, it can happen. But, I mean, to your point about Captain America making less, you also got to remember as well, too, like, the movie had a much lower budget than Captain America does too. So you got to look at it from a profitability standpoint here. It may have made less, but it also costs less to make as well too. So that's something to consider. And plus, like Graham already said, these are like C characters, honestly. Like, and the funny thing is they all came from bad MCU movies, all of them, every single one of them. So I will tell you this without spoiling anything for you here. Every one of these characters you actually really like now after this movie, and you want to see what they do next. I'll leave it at that. So honestly, since Endgame, this right here, top 3 movie that they put out.
Oh, I like that. Makes me excited.
So real quick, DLO, not to like argue or anything, but
Well, you're going to. You should say, but I'm going to.
hold on. Captain America is reported to be $180 million. However, some industry observers suggest the true budget may be higher, potentially reaching $300 million. So they're trying to keep the number quiet because of the reshoots and stuff. But even if it's $300 million, you know, $280 million on this, it's like, man, when are they going to start like, hey, let's just pay Robert Downey Jr. to come back. Maybe that will help. Like, I feel like they're very desperate right now. And then what's going to happen after Secret Wars? You know, what's going to keep people excited? What, X-Men? Yeah, you know, like,
yeah,
sure,
DLO.
But then, like, what are they going to be doing with everything else? Like, what's going to be happening with Spider-Man and that whole Sony bullshit? And, you know, are we going to be getting Miles Morales instead? Like, it's just a lot of, I don't know. The Fantastic Four, I'm looking forward to, but it's never been like that.
You gotta build it up, bro. You got to. Like, I get it. Listen, I mean, no one's debating. Marvel's been shit for a while now, but look at the bright side of it. After Captain America, which I still haven't seen that movie. I'm waiting for.
I'm not shitting on X-Men. Just saying.
Yeah, I was thinking of X-Men. I was like, why are you not yelling
has
at
to be
Brick now?
more than just X-Men. It's got to be the.
Thank you, X-Men. I was like, this is your cue, bro. This is your cue. But no, listen, you got to take the good with the bad. Obviously, they hurt their reputation. It's been pretty bad over there on that side of things. But in fairness, so is Star Wars. For every Andor, there has been a book of Boba Fett, right? So, I mean, yeah, crap.
And
thank you.
DC's hurting too. It's kind of a sad time right now. Yeah,
DC
never feels good.
Yeah, no.
But for the
and then you have movies like Sinners.
Good enough just to keep you feeling alive.
But then you have movies like Sinners that just kills it, and you're with a way lower budget, and you're like, what is going on? Like, come on, Marvel.
Again, this is more apples and oranges here, bro. I mean, the superhero to original a movie like Sinners, that's totally different. I say movies in general have been bad. Like,
yeah, I get it.
We haven't had those smash box office hits for a while.
I guess my point was, like, let's stop making the same Marvel movie over and over again and make more stuff like Logan was, or The Dark Knight, or just, it doesn't need to be like, oh, Spider-Man all super happy and fighting the bad guy to end the story, you know, like let's get some depth in there.
So I will say, Brick, let's revisit this after you see Thunderbolts, and let's see if you still feel that way. Okay. I don't want to ruin it for you. You're trying to ruin it for yourself right now because I'm over here to defend it right now. I'm ready to defend.
Yeah, no, and I'm not saying the movie's bad. I've only heard good things, but money talks, and it's not making money.
Sure. I mean, listen, I'm not an investor. I don't have stocks in Disney. I can care less if they make money as long as it's a good movie for me. Sure. But I will say this: I understand your point of view here, but you gotta look at it like this here. After I was going to go to this after Captain America, which I still have not seen. I'm waiting for Disney Plus. I heard it's bad. I'm not going to pay money to watch it. Right. Daredevil was good. That's a win. This movie, I can tell you from experience, is good. There's a lot of good feedback for Fantastic Four. That's great. And then you got Doomsday after that. I mean, yeah, eventually they got a course correction. They got to fix it. And honestly, from what I'm seeing now, it feels like it's getting better. So, you know, I'm not saying it's Marvel is back. I'm not ready to say all that. But from what I saw this weekend, Marvel's finding that old recipe where they're making characters that I don't know about or care about personally, making me care about these characters like they did in the beginning with a lot of those characters. So I'm optimistic. And I think there was just a report that major Marvel characters are no longer going to be part of Disney Plus shows anymore. So there you go.
Yeah.
So they're trying to make sure they're not diluting the brand anymore. So,
well, it's becoming a thing like homework. You know, like
the shows are getting a little bit too much.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, and that theater thing where the theater takes 50%. So like Marvel or Disney only gets 50% that first week. After that, they only get like 33% or something like that. That's why the first opening week is such a big deal, because that's when they make their money. Yeah. But
well, listen, I mean, that's true in most cases, but some of these movies, they have, you know, longevity behind them. Word of mouth gets out, and kind of like Sinners did really well, and then they had a small drop off the next week. It was unheard of for it to be such a small drop off. But yeah, I mean, you just never know. I think, look, for what the movie was, is it the savior of Marvel? No, by no stretch of imagination. But is it the best original movie I've seen from Marvel put out in a while? Absolutely, 1,000%.
Sure.
I would honestly rank it, quite honestly, No Way Home first, followed by
Talking about it post Endgame.
post Endgame. Yep.
Okay.
No Way Home first, followed by Shang-Chi. That's criminally underrated.
Yeah,
and then
very.
Thunderbolts.
What about Guardians 3?
I would put it at 4. I like
Okay.
Guardians. I don't like it as much as you guys like it. I thought it was a little too dark when I'm so used to a different kind of tone with it. I love the movie, but out of all the 3 movies, that's the one I don't go back to and replay.
Sure. So what are you gonna collect? Are you going for this line, or are you gonna sit back and wait and see exactly what's made?
Yeah, and that's where we are as collectors right now. So I mean, whoever sees the movie and likes these characters, kind of to the beginning, what I was gonna say at the first, like, you're gonna have your choice. These figures are gonna come out around the same time as Doomsday, and a lot of these characters are gonna be in that movie. So at the end of the day, I'm really in no rush to decide which one I want. I don't even know if this is ever going to see the light of day. Quite honestly, I hate these types of photos because when you see this, there's no commitment to actually going through and actually making the figure, right? With these headless silhouettes. So I'm interested, but if these don't get made, I wouldn't be surprised either, right? So
I for sure want Yelena and maybe Red Guardian as well.
Yeah, I mean, I like those characters. I mean, David Harbour, Stranger Things, what's up?
Yeah, man.
You know, sometimes you just like the actors well too. But honestly, I'm gonna wait and see. Like Doomsday comes out next year. It's already in filming right now.
Dude.
They're gonna be in this. Let's see if I like their look more or not in the next movie. If I like the Thunderbolts one, maybe I'll pick up the Thunderbolts. Or I'll pick up the Doomsday, whatever. But that's the beautiful thing collecting Marvel nowadays. There's no rush. There's no rush to jump out and get these figures anymore because you know they're gonna make another one. So and
the value will just go down.
Yeah, I mean that's a positive and negative, right? But I think
good for the buyer, bad for the seller.
A choice perspective, I'm happy I don't have to sit here and pre-order tomorrow if these things go up. You know what I mean? So,
right.
Yeah.
All right, Brick, you for sure want Yelena.
Yep, and Red Guardian.
Yeah. And then kind of we'll see about the rest.
Yeah, and we'll kind of see the rest. I heard some other things too about the movie that I don't want to know too much about. So, you know, yeah. I know too, you know, DLO's absolutely correct. When these are probably not even released yet and Doomsday comes out, that's going to be hard. But yeah, Doomsday is going to have so much. Secret Wars is going to have even more. Yeah, and then you got Superman. You've got Fantastic Four coming out. There's a lot of good shit for Marvel, DC right now. I'm really excited for 2025 and 2026.
All right. Well, yeah, we're just going to have to sit back and wait, see what they actually announce. Brick and I are going to go see this Friday, and we will follow back up with everybody. I'm pretty positive I'm going to like it, though. Like I can usually tell. Yeah. So, just looking forward to having a good time with it. Oh, let's see what's next here. Oh, we had a release from the Phantom Menace. Rick, I think you should collect this entire line because it is small, so you can easily complete it.
You know, I would have gotten this figure if there was some die cast in it. But all that plastic scares the shit out of me. So,
good plastic though, man.
Sure, maybe. I don't know. Just can't.
You gotta think you gotta get 2 of these, right?
Nah. 3.
Roll them into a ball.
You need 3 balls. Better than 2.
Yeah, it's cool. I don't really have much of an opinion or thoughts on this. It's just kind of something when it was announced, like, not in my wheelhouse, you know, not really what I'm collecting right now. So I think it looks cool, though. Like a lot of intricate pieces, a lot of intricate details going on.
That's what scares me. All those intricate pieces and everything. Plastic.
Yeah, I wonder how easy it is to actually like fold it up too and make it compact.
I'm sure it's fine. Like,
look at this. It's this little piece here.
Crack.
DLO, you getting this?
I have to see how much space I have left because this feels like a luxury to have in my collection, to be honest with you.
And if If you're getting one, you gotta get two, right? Or would you be okay with one as well?
I'm always okay with one. I used to have that rule of two. Like once you get to a full case, the first thing to go is your doubles. So I don't even try to pretend that I'm gonna do two anymore. If I get something, it's always gonna just be one at this point, though. But I mean, it's a very cool, innovative thing to make. I mean, the engineering on this. I mean, plastic or not, it's very impressive. Like it's
to get him to actually get into the ball is pretty
right. I just worry because I understand what Brick's got a great point. Like it should have not maybe all die cast because I don't want to pay $350 for a Droideka, right? But having some would be nice, maybe on the
core of it or something,
right? Like the foundation of it or something like that, just to make sure it's sturdy. Because I have the battle droid, right? I think I paid like $185 for a brand new when it came out. That thing is flimsy as hell, all plastic. I want the super battle droid that came out for Attack of the Clones, but number one, the price tag is way higher, and it's all plastic as well too. So I'm like, if it's gonna be that, then why does I looked it up? Droideka's $265 for that bad boy, and I'm like, is it worth $265? I'm not so sure for it to be all plastic. If it was some die cast in there, like I can see that passing there, but this feels like something that, man. Not only is it a luxury for me to have, if I were to get it, I wouldn't pay $265. I'd have to wait for a deal because that's just a lot for what it's actually going to be.
Does IG-11 have some die cast in them?
Mm-hmm. Wait,
it kind of reminds me of that, like skinny parts. Kind of looks fragile, but yeah, that one, being that it has die cast, obviously makes it probably sturdier. So
yeah,
this would be cool to like actually see in hand and have it for a day just to kind of see what it's all about, how flimsy it is, how sturdy it is, just to kind of get a feel.
You know how much the price is of IG-11 since you bring it up because he does have some die cast in him? $256
for the OG.
He's $9 cheaper. And he has
That's
die cast in him.
Maybe because of the times.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, it's years old figure there, but I mean. Point is, like you're getting something like this for $265 and doesn't have any die cast in it. It's gonna be pretty light and obviously possibly fragile. And that's what I'm saying. I couldn't pay $265 for this bad boy.
Yeah, the Ahsoka joints are metal. We saw how that went for at least one person. Yeah, but that's still just one little metal piece. But
I would be extremely surprised if after the first month or two we didn't hear about this thing breaking. Like, not from everybody obviously, but certain people, something's snapping. Especially the folding mechanism, like when people are doing that, they might not be safe.
Look at that thing just kind of pretzeled in there.
Oh man, yeah, something's gonna bend, something.
My thing is, like, I don't think it's gonna like break right away, but I'm just worried, like, if I keep it in a pose for too long and then I try to change it back out, it's just gonna, because it's been that way for so long, it's just gonna snap one day.
Got to get your heat gun out.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I'm not out of it, but I got to get it on a discount personally.
Because like Phantom Menace, there's only what, 5 figures.
Yeah,
if we don't count the duplicate malls, like just the one, one mall. You got Maul,
Qui-Gon,
Jar Jar,
Droideka. Something else there I think we're missing.
Qui-Gon, Maul.
I think that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, maybe it is 5 because you got the 2 malls.
We don't have a Kenobi.
So, easy line to kind of collect and complete there, Bricky.
Yeah, and I predicted this figure. Just saying, predicted it.
Yeah,
I had to, and it was when we we had Marcos on, and it was announced like 3-4 weeks later. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, I can't. I'm not gonna get this. Much as I love that scene at the beginning of the movie, I just
really nice paint apps too. I like the coloring that's going on there.
Rusted metal on that too. I mean,
this is a unique piece,
Nice.
And it's a droid. Some people just love collecting droids. This is a very unique droid to have in the collection too. So Can definitely see the draw for some people to want to have this, but
yeah,
it doesn't really fit what I'm doing right now. So I'm out. And Brick's out. And
If I can get it
DLO's
for $200, I'll buy it.
maybe.
Yeah, then I'll consider
I get it at
200.
200.
But 265, 250.
Brick, wouldn't it be cool to have one of them Maju cases just lined up with Phantom Menace?
Oh yeah, give me 10 Jar Jars, baby. Let's go.
Did you pre-order Jar Jar yet?
No.
He's
Hey
learning.
man, I was talking about it before. I pre-order. I don't know. Not knowing what's going on with tariffs, getting stuck with a pre-order these days, not a smart move.
Yeah.
Not a smart move.
All right. Well, let's move on, shall we? Let's go to the most recent news, because this is definitely something I want to talk about too, because it's such a great looking figure. Did you guys see the newest Indiana Jones?
I haven't
Dude.
even seen the first one, so no.
Oh,
Wait, what?
God.
Not the first one?
I tried the first one, maybe like 3-4 months ago. Got halfway through. It was decent. Wasn't my cup of tea though, and I stopped watching it.
Did you watch
You
it?
gotta finish something through, Brick. Temple of Doom? I mean,
It was
that
very cheesy,
that one's
man.
off.
Like
The
I'm too
Jones.
late.
Nothing?
I'm too late. I'm too late.
Damn.
The whole time I'm thinking Han Solo,
Come on.
and
Dude, he's the American James Bond, bro. How do you not watch Indiana Jones, bro?
I don't know, man. I didn't grow up on Indiana Jones.
That sucks for you,
That
dude.
really wrecked the conversation. Like, I don't even know where we go from here. Like,
Well,
I'm just...
Let's
Where I say
talk
this every
about
time and
just the
every
quality of the
Always
figure, I
surprised.
guess. I mean, what do you say to this? Like, thanks, Brick. Okay. So, to answer your question here, Graham, I've seen all the Indiana Jones minus this one, which I actually own as well too. I've owned this for God knows how long since it's been out here, and I can't get past the first 15 minutes. First 15 minutes are awesome, right? Because if anybody's seen it, you get a little flashback to young Indiana Jones. Then he turns into Harrison Ford of today, and I kind of tone out. That's kind of where I am with that. What about you? Have you seen the new one?
No, and you know what? I think I only saw...
Why are you getting on Brick then? You've seen the last one yourself.
I've seen the
We're about to
trilogy.
talk about this.
I've seen the trilogy.
What about Crystal Skull?
I saw that in the theater, and I've never watched it since.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest.
Once the aliens came out, I was donezo.
Yeah, you guys ever played the
Spoilers.
Lego game though?
I've actually played that. I played the
I have.
demo.
Did not beat it, but I played it.
We do have a poll going if Brick should watch. He should man up. And
Oh, well,
watch the
everyone's
Indiana
gonna say
Jones
yeah.
trilogy.
Well, if you know they're going to say yes, then why haven't you watched it yet?
Because I've tried, man. I tried.
That's not even really trying, though, is it?
I got halfway through the damn movie.
You just got to take that word out your vocabulary, bro.
I'm
You just
not
gotta-
even
you just
into
gotta watch it.
Andor, and I'm watching the whole damn season.
But you love
You
Star
gotta see it
Wars.
through. You gotta see it through.
There's no other.
To be fair,
Like, if
DLO,
there's another movie that was related to Indiana Jones I loved, I'd probably try to watch it. I don't know.
to be fair, the first one's probably my least favorite of the three.
What?
I like the second one a lot, and then I like the third one a lot too.
That's such a hot take. What?
Yes.
You don't like the first one?
No, I didn't say I didn't like the first one.
Thank you for
I
taking
said
the
it's my
pressure off of
least
me.
favorite
You
of the
stupid.
three.
Wow,
Don't
bro.
hear what I'm not saying. I like all three of them. And one of these weeks, we do have to rank our like top 5 trilogies. I think that's got to be a show
I
as
thought you
well.
were gonna say rank the
It
Indiana
is-
Jones
no,
movies. Don't do that.
It
to me.
is commonly known
Dude,
that
this cannot be top 3. Top
you know
out
5
that
of the
the
trilogy.
first
original
movie,
trilogy, Temple of Doom is the
This
weakest,
can-
and that's your favorite?
Oh, I
What?
love that one. Maybe because it's like, so like as a kid, you know, Return of the Jedi, Temple of Doom, Superman 4, like those
Yeah.
were just the ones that I watched, and I
Fair.
like Temple
I mean,
of Doom.
that's fair.
Rip
Like
the
that's
guy's
kind
heart out
of.
from his chest. Come on.
I mean, we were
saw that
babies when
part.
that first one came out, so I mean, I get you, but
Saw
yeah.
that part, traumatized my kid, turned it off after that.
Which part?
Grabbing the heart out of the chest.
Oh, that's the best way to start.
Remember when they're all eating the meal and it's got like the monkey heads on the plates too?
That was good.
No, it was good when he was
it
like
looked like Jello. I was interested.
the whole like rock scene, which I've seen a million times, right? Because of trailers and whatever. Like that whole scene going into there, and then the dude, like his buddy dies or somebody dies. I don't remember if he was like betraying him or what. I don't remember, but like spikes get him and he just runs by him or something like that.
You know who that actually is, by the way?
Yeah. It was don't tell me, Doc Ock, right?
Yeah, Alfred Molina.
Yeah.
Alfred
I
Molina.
saw that. I was like, Doc Ock. Okay. And I was a little interested the first 20 minutes. And then it just, I don't know. It was kind of like, it was okay. But I just couldn't get into it.
Well, let's talk about this Indy over here that's in front of us. Obviously, we all have our memories or lack of
Sean
memories.
Connery is in the third movie, Brick. Sean Connery.
Well, I will watch the third movie, okay?
No,
'Cause
you gotta
Leagues-
watch them all, though.
Leagues of Extraordinary
Junior.
Gentlemen is the most underrated film ever.
Junior.
Okay.
No, Temple. I do love Temple of Doom. Just, the first Indiana Jones, but I'm just saying it's not my favorite of the three. So just, I like them all a lot. And the airplane scene, he's beating up that buff guy. That was pretty cool too. So
yep. So it's Raiders,
Rick
Last
doesn't make it
Crusade,
that
and
far.
Temple of Doom for me. Moving on. Okay.
All right.
Let's talk about.
I've not
old
seen this
Indy.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly wanted to, but then everybody was just talking so much trash about it that I never got to it. And this figure looks so damn good. And they gave you everything you really want. They give you leather pieces. Look at the likeness here to Harrison Ford. But I want this figure, but I want young Indy. Like, that's the iconic Indy. Like, why? Why can't we get this stuff? Like, is it time too far past to get young Indy, to get more OT, to get like, Batman Batman Returns, like villains? Like, why can't we, like, is this really what people want? Is like old man Indy? Like, is this how you want to remember him, DLO? Is this it?
Of course not. No, not at all. And that's. I mean, God, can you imagine?
River Phoenix.
Yeah, no. I mean, this is so perplexing because everything that I'm looking at tells me this was an incredibly crafted figure. Head sculpt, 10 out of 10. I mean, it looks like Harrison Ford today, period.
Yeah.
Like you said, they gave you genuine leather, which if anybody who owned the original DX, which I owned the original DX for like a month, and then ironically enough, I sold it to Dark Kibbles before I knew that was Dark Kibbles, by the way. So fun little story about that. But yeah, so it's got everything. Like, if you simply put a different head sculpt, a younger Indy head sculpt, this is the perfect figure for a diehard Indiana Jones fan. But that's what's crazy about this series is, like, at this point, we're all conditioned to look for the next one. And I feel like this one needs to happen in order for us to get the one that you want to talk about right now, Graham. I think that's where we're at with this here. Right. So if this one...
You're doing Return of the Jedi, Harrison Ford.
This one almost has to like sell in order for them to go. I feel like this older one was probably cheaper for Hot Toys to make.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is waitlisted, right?
I believe it is, yeah.
But if it sells, maybe they'll like, okay, we're coming up with another Indiana Jones now. It's wanted. So it doesn't sell. But if it's waitlisted, cool.
Mojo's. If you don't like Raiders of the Lost Ark, just give it up, man. No, he's got to finish it, though. He's got to at least finish it.
It's a great movie, man. I don't. I'm just a loss for words for that. There,
it is a great movie. I enjoy the other two more.
I remember going to Universal and going to the Indiana Jones stunt.
Yep. The live action show.
Live action. Thank you. Yeah, that was.
We
awesome.
saw that too. I think I have pictures in the old photo album of.
Never been
that too. We were probably there at the same time, Dilo.
Never know. But,
no, I mean, I love everything about this. I love the base to it as well. Like, and what they did with the
looks like they got the
leg grabber.
Yeah.
Right? You know, that new technology too, where you don't see the crotch grabber there. So much goodness with this. And if you're a big Indy fan, I am happy for you because this is a phenomenal figure. It's just not how I want to remember my Indiana Jones, unfortunately. But fuck, I'm jealous of everybody.
Wasn't there
that
like a lawsuit on that satchel?
What's that?
Wasn't there a lawsuit on that satchel?
Oh yeah, because remember it took so long for this to actually hit Sideshow.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a while. This has been what, year 9, 10 months? because DLO mentioned this is the last time we had Justin's collection on the show. Like, how much time has passed? Like,
Justin's collection's been like a year and a half.
Yeah, more than so. Yeah,
maybe longer.
Almost 2 years.
Like how things have kind of changed, even just since this thing was announced to release. So
yeah, it was like one of our first episodes we did. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it
what's
looks
great,
just like him though.
It's mind-bogglingly good. Like, it's probably the best figure Hot Toys has made this year, and which is the crazy thing. Like, I feel like this right here is, again, don't shoot the messenger, but it feels like the quality of the figure you're getting, which we always complain about. It's great head sculpt, great material for it, amazing diorama to wear. I mean, it's a total package, except it's not the right Indy for most collectors. This is figure of the year quality, and not everybody wants it, which is mind-boggling, right? I mean, I know, like Graham, if I had a choice between this and Raiders or Temple of Doom or Crusade, I get any one of those over this all day long. Yeah. It's just so weird because Harrison Ford has had such a great career, and when I look at this face of Harrison Ford, I don't think Indiana Jones. The fact it is an Indiana Jones movie, I think of like the second part of his career where he's doing more nuanced things here, like he's doing like Yellowstone, or he's doing Captain America. He's got a great,
good 1923. Figure.
He's got a great show on Apple TV. I think what's it called? Shrink. Great show, comedy show. It's fantastic. I mean, he's doing so much great stuff. I don't see Indy. I just see Harrison Ford wearing an Indy costume now, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
So, man, I don't know.
I almost see more 1923 than I see Indiana Jones here.
Yeah. You and I both watched that show, so
just change out the coat maybe, and that's that.
Yeah.
A winter coat.
Listen, 2 years from now, I probably said I was going to get this, but 2 years later, the state of Hot Toys, and now having we have a young Harrison Ford in Return of the Jedi, Han Solo coming out soon. Let's not forget that. There's hope that there is a young Indiana Jones, because Harrison Ford, period, was off the table. We were told for years we're never going to get anything Harrison Ford related ever again. Now, fast forward years later, we've got this Indy here, and we got Han Solo for Return of the Jedi. I gotta believe they're gonna go back and make another Indiana Jones, and it's gonna be the one.
You have everything
wants.
here. You just need the head sculpt. And how close will it be to Return of the Jedi?
I think it's super hard to sell this if the younger one exists in this current time frame. If this one sells out first, then I think Hot Toys will go back and say, yeah, let's go back and let's do one of the other Indies instead too.
They could even brand young Indy from this movie if they really want. Like if that's got something to do with it. So yeah, hopefully they go back and do that, because I mean, I just want some sort of representation. Because my childhood, I mean, I might not be the biggest Indiana Jones fan, but it was still a staple in my childhood. And I remember, like, even just like back in the day, we didn't have so much technology, so you'd go outside and you'd make believe you were playing and doing stuff with other people, even though it was just you. Like, I would make believe I was Indiana Jones fighting that guy under the plane, and riding the horses or whatever, hitting a whip. We go to South Dakota on vacation. I'd get a whip and make that cracking sound and stuff. So
you got a whip in the South? You don't say.
South Dakota.
Oh, okay. I was
Please,
like, geez,
come on
Graham,
now.
you should have kept that to yourself, bro. but listen, I mean, Indiana Jones is
innocent little boy.
I'm not judging you. I'm just listening to your words coming out of your mouth. But listen, Indiana Jones is so iconic. I mean, yeah, he's an all-time classic character. Everybody who's getting this, I'm very happy for you guys. I mean, it looks beautiful. I have nothing bad to say about it. It's just,
even the shoes are genuine leather, right?
Dude, it's like I said, it's damn near perfect. I mean, I can see people, and I think I've already seen some who genuinely just like bought like a third-party Harrison Ford Indiana head, because they got so many of those.
The whip
out
has
there.
a wire in it. I mean,
dude, it's good. It's really freaking good, bro.
Like, it's so perfect, and yet it's not.
Just not for me. Yeah, no, I get it, man. It's
if you put the young head sculpt right here, like,
that's
how cool would this be,
dude? If you put the young head sculpt on with the tie on, that's Last Crusade, Indiana Jones, just like that.
Junior.
It's that close. Junior. But yeah, it's so good, man. I mean, like I said, I can't hate on the figure. It's awesome.
if we and this is kind of like you don't know this, but let's just say you never get the young Indy. Let's just say 5 years pass. Would you regret not picking this up just to have some sort of representation in the collection?
Oh, for sure.
You would? You personally?
No.
You wouldn't?
No, I wouldn't. Because the thing is, it's like, that sounds desperate, and it just like, and again, I don't mean that in a negative way. It's just like, I don't need any one particular thing so badly that I'm going to settle for something, because the way I look at collecting figures, whether you get the one you want or you get the one that you really didn't and you settled on it there, the price tag's the same, right? So I look at it as, if I'm not getting nowadays, I think probably earlier in my collecting journey, I would probably say, yeah, I would regret it. But now it's not like that anymore. So even if they don't hypothetically ever make one, right? Will I regret not getting this one? No, because that's not my vision of Indiana Jones. But that space in my head where I would put Indiana Jones, if that never comes out, there's going to be another figure that I'm going to love, or something else that's going to come out that I can put there instead. You know what I mean? Does that mean I don't want an indie? No, of course. But at this point, I'm more of, I want to get exactly what I want, or don't get it all anymore.
Right. No, that makes sense. Brick, the poll closed. 81% said, fuck yeah, you need to watch.
No brainer, bro. Should have been higher.
Come on over sometime. We'll binge them.
Oh, yeah.
Have fun.
Okay.
We'll watch John Wick 4. We'll watch.
You know what ruined it for me? And I know everyone would be like, oh my gosh. But for me, because I didn't grow up with Indiana Jones, like, I love the shit out of Uncharted, the video games.
Are you?
And well, hear me out. So I feel, and I know it's the complete opposite.
No,
but I
it's
feel
not.
like I'm just, because of Uncharted, it almost ruined Indiana Jones for me.
You have a different
What the shit?
mental vision.
Well, like
Is that what
a
you're
lot
saying?
a lot of people would be like, "Oh, Uncharted ripped Indiana Jones off."
Yes.
Like, yes, but for me,
Yes.
because I didn't grow up with Indiana Jones, even though I know the truth, for me, it's like, Uncharted is like my Indiana Jones. Like, Uncharted is my shit.
I can't
What the
believe you
shit?
said that.
Yeah,
I can't
Oh,
believe you
God.
said that. Oh,
it's
cool,
worse than the
dude.
prequel
I'm cool.
trilogy shit.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
But because of that, and because of Tomb Raider, I will give it another shot.
Bro, I wish that whole last part never happened. Came out of your mouth. How could you dare? How could you dare say that about Indiana Jones?
I'm just trying to get you
Uncharted?
to understand me.
Oh, I
okay?
understand, brother.
It made it
I
worse.
understand. Holy cow. Where do we go
again,
from here?
where do we go from here?
Where
Would
do
you
we go
rather?
from here?
Okay. Would you rather buy, and chat, help me out here? Would you guys rather have an
I don't
old?
know if the chat's
hold on.
not here.
Would you guys rather have an old
81% said watch the shit.
I'm saying an old Indiana Jones or a Nathan Drake?
Oh, come on. Like, that's not
Hey.
even like
We
That's
have
part of
kids
the series,
watching.
you know?
We all
I'm just
OG
saying.
fans.
old Nathan against
OG
old
fans
Indy.
season,
Go.
Valkyrie season. Some of
I
these
pick
guys.
old Indy.
Bro, they even took Sean Connery's character and put that.
We got
shit
Loki
in.
Collector in the house telling Brick to please stop while you're ahead, my boy. Please stop.
What's up, man?
Is Brick like 30 years old?
35. Yeah.
Man, bro. I mean, listen, we're all allowed to be wrong. And I guess you're allowed to be. Damn, bro. Broke my heart
I just
right there.
lost my boy's respect.
Damn. Well, guess what we're doing when I go to damn Wisconsin this summer?
We're gonna
Dude, that would be
be
fun.
That would
watching
be
Indiana
fun.
Jones in the ice cold.
Dude, we'll just get shit faced and watch the trilogy. We'll
do it.
skip
That'd be
Crystal
fun.
and this,
Dude, that'd be
whatever.
fun.
And
movie
that
is.
might
awesome.
actually get me to like it more.
That's
Hell
the
yeah.
thing. Like, I don't need to do anything super huge. Like, Chicago for a day would be great. Maybe up to Lambeau. But then, like, let's just, get shit faced and watch movies and
Dude,
break
I
Brick's
used to, like,
figures.
no lie, I had a ritual when it came to this movie. Like when I was watching like Temple of Doom and we are talking about that scene where they're having dinner, like the monkey brains and stuff like that there, I would have my mom make me jello while I watched that part. Like
Yeah,
I would eat
that's
Jello
awesome.
watching that part. Oh man,
That's awesome.
dude,
You guys ever play Uncharted though?
I love Uncharted.
No,
Yeah,
not really.
I love it. Yeah, I love Uncharted.
What-
Before
what-
Uncharted, there was Tomb Raider, bro.
Right.
Yep.
Tomb Raider. Now,
and then
Tomb
Tomb
Raider, I was
Raider
in.
ended up stealing Uncharted's gameplay. Like, why are you
Well,
stealing
they
Uncharted
all borrow
gameplay?
from
when
each
you
other.
have
Tomb
your
Raider had
own-
some really good ones.
Yeah, Tomb
The
Raider.
ones for the PS4, those were pretty sweet.
Yeah, the rebooted ones, those are good.
What was Uncharted for PS3 originally, or PS?
Yeah,
Three.
PS3.
Yep, 3.
So
and
I
up.
didn't get 3 until it was like out for a while. So like by that time, it was kind of, I don't want to say old news, but I just never started it because I had an Xbox for most of that generation. So
Yeah, I think the first 3 were on 3, and then they made the 4th one for PS4, and they had one for like the PS Vita or something.
Hmm. Yeah.
OG fan knows how to get down.
Monkey brains.
Monkey
There you go.
brains. Then the cool, like they're in their room and the wall keeps turning. I don't know. It's just really cool stuff. But yeah, I mean, I can see where it's a little cheesy because it was back in the 80s. So, but it's
See, I grew up on a lot of 80s and like 70s, 80s, 90s movies. I mean, I was born in 89. Like, I'm not that young, but I just never grew up on this. Like, I love Rocky films. I love, Alien and RoboCop and, all that stuff. I just never grew up on Indiana Jones and Star
think
Wars.
you're-
I grew up on.
You're secretly a Harrison Ford hater. Phantom Menace is your favorite Star Wars movie. Never seen Indiana Jones.
I will say never mind. I'm just.
You like all this down.
You might be
doesn't
on
like.
something there.
Have you seen The Fugitive?
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Man, I remember
good
sitting
movie.
down with my family when that thing came out, and we got it from the video rental store, and like watched the hell out of that one too.
That's a good one, dude. But Harrison Ford
I will say the new
will
Captain
always
America
be the
movie.
best U.S. president we have. Air Force One.
Oh yeah,
What's up?
good one.
What's up?
He's also the worst U.S. president we
Get
ever
off
had.
my
because
plane.
Captain America, he was not very good in.
Well,
Just
spoilers
saying,
for us that are waiting for Disney Plus.
Yeah,
Like,
come
it's-
on, man.
give me a
Plus,
few more
he's like
weeks.
80 years old. Give him a break.
He chose to sign the paper. Like, come on. I don't
Well,
care
when
if
you're
he's
throwing
100.
money at him.
That's their decision.
Low key is he's on you tonight, Brick. You
Yeah.
have the right to remain silent. Oh man.
What's wrong with you tonight, bro? Just let them your
Oh,
boys
man.
down.
No, but seriously, like I'm almost sad though that I'm not getting this because it's like you said, Dale, it's just not what I want to see. But like the fact that it's Indiana Jones and people are grabbing this, and like even if let's just say they do announce young Indy this year, we still have from now like 2+ years before we'd even have it in the collection.
Yep.
So it stinks that people are going to be getting this soon, and for us that it's just not the right look. We still got to wait a while. So it's
But
it's
I
gotta
think that's
proceed.
also growth as well too. Like I don't look at this like I'm not broken up that I'm not going to get this. Like if someone says this is figure of the year at the end of the year, I can't argue with them.
No.
It's that good. But I think it's growth for me personally to say like yes, as much as it's a beloved character, as much as this package that Hot Toys gave you here is a great value at the price and the materials, everything we always talk about. But the fact that I'm not going to get it makes me feel better at what I'm doing with my collection.
Sure.
Because, like I said, a few years ago, this would be me buying this thing. This would be me pre-ordering this stuff. But then again, I also know fast forward a few years, this would be me selling this figure because I don't have the connection to it that I have with the other indie movies that I have love for, right? So, and I know the second they announced that one, I would immediately, and that's where you probably know you shouldn't do it. If they came out with the one you wanted a couple years later, this would immediately get sold. Like I wouldn't keep it.
I mean,
I
a
was selling
little
it
bit of
the other
pushback, though. A little bit of pushback. So, Michael Keaton, Batman.
Mm-hmm.
You love 89 Returns,
Mm-hmm.
but you also want old Keaton because you want Full Circle.
True.
What's the difference? Because you love young Indy, but it's still Indiana Jones. So, what's the difference with
You
that?
cannot compare Keaton to this guy.
For once tonight, I agree with Brick. Yeah, he's coming back slowly. It's not enough to get on my good side, but yeah, keep close. You're getting hotter. All right, but yeah, I mean, you can't compare the two, and I think the characters themselves like lean towards a little difference. I mean, you got Indy's is in the 1930s, right? He's just a normal guy, an archaeologist, professor during day. You know, he's, if anything, you want to look at him as like Bruce Wayne / Batman of the 30s without all the gizmos and gadgets, right? Just a normal dude. But when you put Batman into the equation over here, Michael Keaton's Batman specifically, the man came back to the character after 30 plus years, and he was the best part of a movie that was shit.
True.
And he honestly, he carried that movie for better or worse. For what you think of that movie, I don't think anybody's gonna argue Keaton carried that movie. This here, when you're watching this older version of Indy, it's still Indy, but it's more like Harrison Ford cosplaying as Indiana Jones, because he just can't do it. There's more special effects. There's more CGI to cover for the fact that this man should not be doing anything of the sort in this movie at all. And it kind of takes away from the fantasy of the movie.
I'm sorry, did you say you saw this movie?
I saw like 15 minutes of the movie and a trailer.
All right.
The first part is all CGI, so I'm like, oh, cool, this is nice. And then as soon as he gets into,
and he's young, so it's like, oh, this is kind of cool. It kind of reminds me of like Terminator Genesis, where they kind of like go back in time, and they did all the
I remember like early on in the movie. I don't know why again, because it's like every time I try to put on the movie, I fall asleep. Maybe I'll try to do it tonight. We'll see. But every time I put it on, the first thing that gets me in disbelief is like you got Indy over here, and he's getting chased by, I think it's FBI agents or somebody who's working for the bad guy. I don't remember exactly, but like the guy's in good shape, probably mid-30s. I'm already supposed to believe that Harrison Ford can outrun this guy and get away from this. I mean, the agent wouldn't break a sweat in real life. Like, so it's hard to really say like, man, like, I don't know. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to try, but I mean, it just, I have a preference now.
Tell you what, Brick tries to watch the trilogy. Willie will try to watch this latest movie.
There you go. We need a Blade Runner figure. That'd be sweet. Good movie.
Change the subject, Brick.
I'm just thinking of different movies, you know?
No, I hear you. But honestly, I can't find anything. I don't have the figure in hand, but I can't find anything wrong with the figure at this point. So, and that's really kind of a special thing. So, props to Hot Toys on this figure. But any final thoughts, guys? Brick, any final thoughts?
No, the figure is fantastic. I mean, like you said, all leather, everything you ever want for any figure. Really cool accessories, a really nice base, and you know, just a great sculpt. And like DLO and you guys are saying, like it's just unfortunate that it's not young. Almost said young Han Solo, young Indiana Jones. I mean, that's what everybody wants. That to me is like if they did a Rocky Balboa. Hot Toys brought back Rocky Balboa and did a Creed version. Like, don't give me the Creed version. Give me a freaking, Rocky.
Right. Exactly.
So yeah, I feel the pain there, but really good looking figure, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to be happy with it.
79% said they are not grabbing this. So I'm sure it was a small batch. Anybody check if it was sold out? I believe it is sold out.
It's all waitlisted.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's hop back to Star Wars. Talked a little bit about this on my stream on Saturday. We're going to talk about Jabba the Hutt too here. But we got the Scum and Villainy, the second wave lineup kind of like announced and unveiled. So here you have it. Nothing's up for pre-order yet. It's all coming soon, but it's all the figures that you're going to be able to get. So we saw like with wave 1, like figures were around the 280 mark, which seems a little bit steep. Brick, I know you're probably completely out on this.
I've never seen these movies.
Wait, what?
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I don't know, man. The Wicket would be kind of cool.
Well, that's a statue.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well,
it's a good looking statue.
You have it up there.
Have you seen it?
No,
yeah, it looks cool.
It looks good.
I haven't seen it. But no, the what is it? Bib Fortuna. He's sick as hell. But that's one. If I got, I would definitely have to get more into some other figures. But yeah, that figure's gonna be cool. But yeah, I'm probably out on most of it.
Yeah, I'm for sure getting Bib Fortuna, and then I'm 50-50 on Spaghetti Rook, because I didn't know his name until like this weekend, but I still remember him jabbing Luke Skywalker with the dagger, trying to walk him off the plank. So like that's pretty cool.
That's
but
cool.
These other guys I don't think are for me. But DLO, are you buying into this line at all?
Man, I was hoping to pass on these, like the first wave, not knowing that there was going to be a second wave. And honestly, the second wave is making it hard to say no. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I've been playing around with my Star Wars collection all weekend and all better part of this week, trying to like rearrange things and stuff like that. And I just noticed that, there's not a lot of variety in my picks for what I have. I got a lot of Lukes, a lot of Anakins, a lot of Leias, that kind of stuff. But like the things that gravitate to me the most when I'm looking at my collection are standouts, like a Wicket, like a C3PO, stuff like that, or anything else that's like alien or droid related, stuff like that. So to get different species, even if they're bit players, it's kind of enticing because it brings another layer to my style of how I put everything in my collection here. Bit Fortuna is a huge one because obviously that coincides with the reissue of the Jabba the Hutt, right? So it's almost like, man, this is great timing for me to get both of these things. But I mean, these other bit players over here, I mean, I didn't know their names growing up, but obviously I remember them. And I gotta admit, they're cool. I like Wave 2 better than I liked Wave 1. Wave 1, I felt like, okay, I can kind of pass on some of the stuff here. Greedo, that's about it, right? But this second line over here, the second wave, I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty damn good. But the problem here is,
though, that the first wave is more iconic?
Well, I mean, I guess you can make that argument there. And
we'll say Bib and Greedo kind of cross each other out. But then I'm sorry, I don't know their names, but the dudes from the Cantina and the guy with the snout that's chasing him to the Millennium Falcon, like honestly, I don't know. I don't remember seeing these guys.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely characters that like kind of blinking you
background.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, all the same, I mean, what I'm going for my stuff here is like I have pretty much everything I think I want from my OT side of my collection. I got pretty much most of it, if not all of it. So for me, it's just like, okay, how do I freshen it up? How do I reinvigorate the collection? How do I keep it from going stale? Adding legacy characters like this is a great option on how to accomplish that there.
But for the price tag?
What's that?
But for the price tag?
Well, I think everything, with me is going to be pricey. It always sucks.
And with everything else coming out, like, I guess that's the question, though. Like, with everything, like, is there room for you to really purchase this stuff with all the other stuff that comes out, throughout the year?
Well, for me, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty content with what I have here. And then also you got to factor in as well, too. Like, I don't want to collect everything forever, right? I want to have a nice, steady, fluid collection there where, it can evolve and it can grow and it can get better, but the core of it's still going to be the same for the most part there. So my Batmans are safe. My Star Wars is safe. I try to stay away from certain characters or certain figures because either one, they just eventually want to leave the collection, or two, Hot Toys winds up making another one 3 months later. So I stay away from a lot of that kind of stuff these days. But stuff like this, like, honestly, you're watching your review on Jabba, since you put them up here, really got me thinking about Jabba. Like, that
was my next question. Like, will you have you made a decision on the dewback?
Yes. So I am dewbacks
come home
en route for me too. It's gonna come. I got mine from my local shop here, so I'm gonna.
You really need Jabba. Brick, you've seen them.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, but do I need Jabba for $300 more than what you paid for it?
$200.
Oh, excuse me, $200. My mistake.
You're getting them new.
I am getting them new. That's true.
So okay, so let's back up. So because that's my next question, because I was talking to Curtis on Facebook, Curtis Booth, who watches the show, and I guess I never thought about this, but Sideshow has done this a lot in the past with C3PO, Boba Fett, maybe R2 as well. Some of their figures, what they do is they don't reissue them; they just basically put them up. They'll just do another
right.
order, like a supply order, and they'll put them back up for pre-order, basically.
Mhm. Yeah.
With Jabba, you're getting the same one that I have. There's no paint app improvements. There's no figure improvements. That Salacious B Crumb is going to be just as fragile as the one I have. He's going to break just by you touching him. So that's that. C-3PO came. Han and Carbonite's another classic. He's probably come into stock like 4 times. So it's not like it's not the same as like a Hot Toys reissue. It's really just we're putting it back in stock, but we're going to put it up for pre-order so that we can gauge how many that we want to make. And he was a little upset because he's like, man, that sucks. Like, no improvements, but you're reissuing it. I like what Hot Toys does better, where 2.0, you actually like give it a different accessory or you make it improve. So I want to know what you guys think. Is this something that you think is a good thing or a bad thing? Does it kill the value? I mean, they've raised the price, so I don't really feel like I'm getting screwed because I paid basically the old retail plus, $100 in shipping, which it is a humongous box. So I don't really feel like I got slighted. Yeah, mine's used and I'm okay with that. And I kind of somewhat knew what I was getting into. But like, what are your guys' thoughts on Sideshow reissuing things like this, but not really making improvements and possibly upping the price? Because they did it with Hot and Carbonite too.
Yeah, I mean, if Hot Toys does it, like, we're upset, right? Sideshow does it, I feel like we should definitely feel the same way. I don't have these figures, so it's hard for me to care as much, but I'm gonna put myself in your shoes or in somebody else's shoes that does have this figure or recently bought this. Does it kill the value? I don't think it really kills the value. I mean, shit's $1,000 now on Sideshow.
If anything, I'd probably be able to sell it for what I paid.
Probably, yeah. It probably adds value to the one that you just bought, because there is nothing different. So, and I don't know if there's going to be anything that shows anything on the box that is version 2 or second print or whatever. Yeah, like with comic books, they'll give you like second print, third print, whatever. I mean, I don't know what they do with these, but I think it actually helps the value of somebody else who bought one before this. So, and it gets people's attention too. So more people are going to want it, and there might even be people that don't want to wait for this and just go with an older one on eBay. You never know, but no, I think it actually helps.
Yeah, I mean, same. I mean, there's really not much I really have to say specifically about what Sideshow's practice and Hot Toys practice is on that part there. I mean, that part, it's just a manufacturer preference there. But I mean, as far as like, you have to just look at it from a simple place of like, where else can you get a Jabba from? Hot Toys doesn't have one. Basically, like a lot of things, when there's no competition, you can pretty much control the market. So even if it's the same exact paint apps, I mean, does it suck that you're paying more? Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, what do you have to lose, quite frankly, in this situation over here? Because if they're the ones in town making it, kind of like how Graham kind of walked into his Jabba, right? A couple months later, they reissue this one over here, and it's a couple $100 more. So Graham's okay in that situation. And I think anybody who gets this, pending there's nobody else that's going to make a Jabba, even if they charge $1,000, it's still worth it for you if you want this one. And on top of that,
honest,
just real quick here, just wrap it up here. But to be honest as well too, I think you're slightly in a better position than Graham was when he got his, because now you'll get yours new, you'll get yours from Sideshow. Something's wrong fit, customer service will take care of you, they'll replace it or whatever they're going to give you that. So at the end of the day, I mean, yeah, the money part of it's irrelevant. I mean, if you're already going to be willing to pay $700, $800+ what's $200 more to get something like this?
And that's just what I was going to say. Is my only regret is I wish maybe I would have. If I could pick, I'd prefer to get it new without Salacious having some breaks and then a couple paint rubs, which I did fix on Jabba. But still, like, you just feel warm and fuzzy when the figure's brand new and it's just not used. But nonetheless, like, I'm still okay. Like, I'm not heartbroken or anything like that. I'm not going to sell mine to get this because it doesn't seem to be a point to do that. However, if somebody parts out a brand new Salacious B Crumb, then I might pick him up and just replace mine because mine's put together, but obviously it is kind of broken. But like you touch, I've seen somebody review this and break it on camera because they set the head down on the table and these broke off. Like they are so fragile. You just got to be really careful because this is like a is polystone the right word? Maybe not. It's just super brittle,
right,
of a material, so it's gonna break. Like it's not a plastic. It's done really well, but at the same time super fragile. So same thing with him. Like just be careful. He's got super strong magnets, but like still taking the mouthpiece out, you worry about paint rub and stuff like that. So it's not a perfect figure, but I do think it's like an amazing looking Jabba the Hutt, and it's got so much presence in the display that any superstar, not even a super Star Wars fan, any Star Wars fan should add this to the display. And like DLO said, if you're willing to pay $850 and it was out of stock and now it's up $200, I still think it's worthwhile. You can put it on a payment plan. It's going to come out probably later this year, early next year, so should be pretty soon. But man, it's one of my favorite pieces in the collection, so I have no regrets in that aspect. Holy cow, look at this. We got Brian Wong himself joining us tonight, channel member, Maju Space owner. Hello, brothers and everyone. Been missing your streams for a long time. Well, I appreciate you coming in. Too sweet to you, my friend. I hope you're doing well over on the other side of the earth, and appreciate you stopping in and watching us, just talking about Jabba the Hutt. And you know what he goes well in? He goes pretty good in a Maju case. So don't forget to use my link in the description below if you guys are in the market for Maju cases. But this guy looks good in a case like that. So OG fan says, can't you use Salacious from C-3PO? I started to do that, but actually when you compare the Hot Toys version to this Salacious, it's kind of night and day, and the Sideshow one looks so much better because with Hot Toys, it's still an accessory, and their accessories tend to be out of scale or soft, like Einstein with Doc Brown, or some of those side companions maybe aren't the highest quality. So I thought about doing that, and you can, but I still think that the Sideshow one looks better. Tider says, going nearly all in on Sideshow OT Aliens. Jabba might be a little too steep, though. You got to do it. Find a way. I found a way for my Jazz Inc. Batmobile. Save up, find a way, sell some things. You won't regret it. So, DLO, are you in?
You know what? A Jabba the Hutt for $1,000? Bro, I just told you I'm getting a dewback. What's wrong with you, bro?
So what?
You trying to ruin me?
You got 6 to 10 months to figure this thing out.
Bro, no.
Put it on your wife's dresser.
No. First of all, I don't even know. Like, I don't even have a spot for it here. It's either dewback or the Jabba the Hutt, and I already got the dewback coming. So what am I talking here? I need more cases then.
Full time.
This guy's gonna make me have to get a bigger house just to keep my spot on the show. What is this all about here? Insane. I'll think about it, but probably not.
Once you see it in my house, you'll be like, I gotta get that.
I'd probably be like, I wish I could get that. That'll probably be the actual words that come out of my mouth. I'm not gonna act like this guy over here. Like,
remember when he saw the Batmobile break? He's like, I gotta get that.
But that's different. Now it's here.
And now it's here.
The exact one. I don't want any other one but yours now. I won't take no for an answer. And I got it.
Man. But yeah, but he looks good. I think anybody that can try to spring for this should. October to March of next year. Hopefully there's no hidden fees with this guy. But yeah, so we got that. And then obviously he goes, like you said, hand in hand with the Wave 2. So I'm for sure getting Bib. And then I'll think about Spaghetti Rook. But DLO, it sounds like you're kind of going to maybe mix and match a little bit. Are you getting anything from Wave 1, though?
Hold on. I'm counting how many artisans I have on pre-order before I can answer your question.
8.
Yeah, I got 8. So, yeah. Jabba ain't coming, bro. I got too many
of them
artisans.
artisans.
Yeah. The sculpted guy with all the fancy hairdos. I'm tapped out. It's the good old days.
So what about Wave 1? You getting anything from Wave 1?
Actually, I do have one pre-ordered for Wave 1, believe it or not. Who do I got? I have the exclusive devil guy. What's his name? Labria, I think it's called.
Really? What made you want to get him?
It was heat of the moment thing. I was kind of getting hyped up on some of these being exclusives, and it's just like, you know what? Let's roll with it. Let's get one. So I got an queue and I got it there. So I got one at least coming home. So that might be enough for me. But
I'm still kind of back and forth on Greedo. That's a lot of money for like a.
They all are, dude. I mean, have you looked at the price for everybody else?
What do you guys think these prices should be at? Like, if we're looking at it, Sideshow. Granted, they look great, but let's just face it. Like, they probably won't come with as many accessories. Will they come with a base? And if they do, it's probably just gonna be like a black one, like Sideshow typically does. So, like, you're not getting the same. You know, the body's usually not as good as Hot Toys quality as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I'd say 140 to 180.
Oh wow! I was thinking like
Dang, dude.
225 to 240. I'd be comfortable with, but like 280.
I say that for one, because of what you just said with Sideshow. Like, it's, you know, the bodies aren't the same as Hot Toys, whatever. But then also, and I know they're getting better, but it's still not the same. But then also for me, these are like not only are these side characters, but these are like side characters. And I know they don't really take that in consideration, but I don't really have a lot of side characters in my collection in general, right? So like even Marvel, like they all have their own movie, except I guess Yelena is a side character, but not often. So for me, this is like, in my point of view, this, if you want to sell these, I know you have those big Star Wars fans, but I would say, yeah, 140 to 180 when you put all that together. Yeah, I mean,
what the weird thing about the prices here is just that, like, I remember like Mythos Boba was like 245, 250, something like that back in the day, right? And there's no likeness rights for this kind of stuff. These are aliens. None of these.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
like,
that too. That's another thing. Yeah.
So like, where does the price come up? Is it just, again, kind of like the Jabba conversation we had a minute ago, where like, who else is making this but us? So we can dictate the price on this here. So, and again, it's one of those things where it's just like, I mean, if nobody else is making it, they can really decide whatever they want their price to be. Is it going to be worth 280? Probably not. I mean, because of just Sideshow and how they have their figures. But I mean, to their defense as well too, to play devil's advocate for a second, I mean, you know, a lot of people love the Clint Eastwood collection. A lot of people actually turned out to like that Beetlejuice and other horror like related figures that they've done recently. So I mean, I think if I was in a place where I was starting my Star Wars collection, I probably wouldn't go for these. I probably wouldn't, just because kind of Brick, like you're saying, like where you're coming from, you're still building out your collection.
Yep.
Graham's got a great OT collection at this point. I can see him dabbling and grabbing a couple these year just because he already has an idea of what he wants to add on to his existing collection. But I mean, how many are they really going to make realistically? I don't think it's going to be drastic numbers. I think if you put a 1,500 limited tag on these bad boys, maybe it'll sell out, maybe wouldn't. I don't remember the one that I got that was limited. I forget how many they made of his, but if it wasn't limited, he'd still be up here for pre-order like the rest of them.
Right.
Because he was the only exclusive one out of the batch. So, and as far as outside of anything that's exclusive, like I think Greedo had 2 SKUs. I think you can still get the regular Greedo, but you can't get the exclusive one. I think Ponda Baba does the same. I think he had 2 SKUs, right, too. So like, there's gonna be enough to go around to these things if you really want them. And because of that price tag, you'll still have a swing to get them, because it's a lot to ask either way.
Right. Yeah, for me, honestly, it's just maybe Greedo, for sure Bib Fortuna, and then maybe Spaghetti Rook. But that's probably all I'm going to do for mine. But yeah, you said it pretty good. Like Brick, obviously this isn't something that's in his wheelhouse, at least right now. Like his Star Wars is just kind of that, like your Marvel, your Spider-Man.
But even like
primary.
the Pennywise, like 180. Like I don't think that should be in the 2 something range. Like, you know what I mean? Like Sideshow trying to keep up with Hot Toys around that price. I mean, 280, that's the price of a Hot Toys Jar Jar or a Hot Toys Yelena that came out a year and a half ago.
I think they should come in a little bit under, but I still think people are going to buy these too, though. Yeah, and like you said, I don't think there's going to be a ton
people
of
are going to buy it for sure.
Yeah. No one's making it, buddy. They can, like I said, it can be dog shit, but people will buy it. Yeah. So if you're the leader at something, like, why do I need to be less than the competitors? I should be. And you know I should be able to charge what they charge.
For us OT fans, even though these are like background characters, like this is still like a breath of fresh air. Like at least they're like, kind of giving us OT stuff, and it's good to at least like kind of while we wait for the couple that Hot Toys gives us per year, like we can kind of keep ourselves busy, like going with some of this stuff. And the Bib Fortuna is huge too, because like if you have Jabba, like how big is that to be able to add Bib Fortuna kind of coming around his backside there, and like
sweet.
That's a big deal.
Talking into his ear and stuff. So it's a pretty cool feeling. So,
and you can make the argument as well too, like even if, let's say, hypothetically speaking, let's say Hot Toys comes out with these characters one day, they're not important enough for me to want to upgrade from.
True.
They're not important enough. I mean, I'd be happy with what I got. If Hot Toys makes another one, more power to them. The only time I think where we're generally winning as collectors is when Hot Toys announced they were going to make a General Grievous, because I think Grievous is more of an important character compared to some of these scum and villainy characters over here, to where like, I would like a much better General Grievous than give two shits about Greedo or Bib Fortuna being upgraded. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I get where you're coming from, because obviously at the end of the day you got to pay for this stuff, Brick, and I think for sure I would like it to be less expensive. But
well, like if Hot Toys came out with a Bib Fortuna right now, how much would that be? Would it be about 285?
Probably would be about 280. Yeah, probably about the same.
But I wouldn't expect Brick to really be into this line, because like his Star Wars is still trying to be kind of like, he's trying to build it out with like a Chewie or.
But I just want you guys to know, like, I'm not basing my price off of because I don't want them.
No, right.
It's just.
No, I agree. I think we all agree it's high, but at the same time they can charge what they want, because
sure,
we're the only circus in town type of thing. But like I said, I'd rather be at like the 230-ish mark for figures like this. But they know those hardcore OG fans or those OT fans are still going to buy some of these, and maybe all of them. Like I think OG fan is probably all in on this. You said 1586.62 for the first set of Scum and Villainy to my door, and then the tariff fees on top of that. So like, sounds like he knows the price. Sounds like he's probably all in. So and some other people I know, Tyder's in on a lot of these as well. So
yeah, think of other Sideshow exclusives as well. Going back to before we got the Hot Toys clones, all the Sideshow clones, I mean, everybody knew they were terrible bodies, and they were they were loose figures, and they were poorly made, more or less. Those things would still sell over retail, double, triple, sometimes depending on the character. And it's not because they're great in any kind of way. No, it's just because no one else is making them.
Freaking $700 for a Gamorrean guard. Like
Echoes of Fives comes to mind here. That was $1,000 all day long. Well, you think of
look what Jazz is doing right now.
Not Snowtrooper. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, why am I drawing?
TIE Fighter.
What?
TIE Fighter?
No, the one that we have from Empire Strikes Back, the Snow Pilot Luke.
Yeah,
that one was $1,000.
That one actually looks, other than the head sculpt, like that one looks good.
Still a great looking figure,
proportion wise and stuff. But
until it actually came out, no.
I mean, you gotta give Sideshow some props too. I mean, they made a lot of Star Wars shit back in the day, and they made some cool stuff too, like diorama pieces, probe droids. Granted, like I've been kind of on the hunt for one of them probe droids, but I keep seeing like very fragile, breaks really easily. So like kind of scares me off a little bit, especially buying something that old.
Mhm.
I really wish Sideshow, with what they're doing with Jabba, would do that more with some of that really old stuff, like the Jabba's Palace Archway or the Tauntaun or the Probe Droid. Like, bring us some of that shit back so that, you know, we can,
That was cool
people that
stuff.
weren't collecting back then can grab it, you know. But I don't know.
There's got to be a demand for that, man. I mean, sounds good to me and you, but like you got to get
Right. Are
a
we the
couple hundred, couple
minority?
thousand collectors to buy that stuff too.
Right.
And I think that's what Scum and Villainy is all about here. I think honestly, because Sideshow hasn't been making a lot of Star Wars stuff for many years since Hot Toys has kind of been really focusing
'Cause
hard on itself. For
they
them to come out
made a
with
lot
this,
more when they didn't have the license.
Right. And now with this right here, I feel like this is a big test in the water to see how successful it can be without relying on Hot Toys to make everything over here. Because if people buy this stuff over here, maybe that leads to something cool like an Archway or diorama or something like that there, where we can get more unique stuff. I think, quite honestly, Sideshow just wants to make sure that whatever they're going to be giving us, it's not going to be something Hot Toys is going to make in the near time future.
Right.
I think that's the ultimate goal and plan.
Do you think the Gamorrean Guard should have been included in this?
Yes, Graham. I want a Gamorrean Guard too, and I believe they should have done that. But I don't think it really fits Scum and Villainy exactly to the T as what they're going for. But never lose hope.
Right.
They may.
Man,
be
I
around
remember
the corner.
seeing Book of Boba Fett, and we all thought, "Oh, our Gamorrean Guard is finally."
Yeah, I thought it was finally
coming."
happening. I know.
You don't win them all, boys. You don't win them all.
We'll see what's up. I mean, I think we will get one from somebody at some point eventually.
Yeah, and I was super excited to see this stuff because even just Bib Fortuna, I was just telling OG fan in the chat, like, literally from time to time, I'd be like, man, should I just get that old ass 2007 Bib Fortuna for like $125? And then I just couldn't, and then all of a sudden here we are. So at least something I waited on that comes to fruition, that patience pays off. So
outside of Bib Fortuna, which one do you think looks the coolest out of the group?
looks the coolest. I kind of like is it Tessic?
Yes, me too. Okay, cool. That was the
cool.
one I was leaning towards there. That's pretty badass.
And X-Man said, like, do these guys look a little animated to you guys?
The guys at the
Like,
top, they
maybe
they do a
soft?
little bit.
Like
Mhm.
soft, maybe kind of like airbrushed. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like he looks spot on. Bib looks spot on. The rest might have a little bit of.
Might be some airbrushing going on, some photoshopping with these photos.
Yeah.
Like Bib looks the most natural of the ones that were announced there. But I mean, did you see the promo photos for the original Series 1? I mean, they look basic as hell. They're probably just
Right.
spicing up the photos.
So let's see here. Garrido. So May to July. So is this going to be about like a year turnaround time for these Wave 2? Is that what Wave 1's kind of been at? Was that about a year ago?
Well, none of them are officially announced yet formally. They're still on coming soon, but
Right.
I'd imagine they'd fall into the same time frame as the rest.
Greedo looks cool. I might have to get Greedo.
I kind of sorry, not to go. I kind of
No, you're
want Dr. Cornelius a little bit.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Like these guys, as little as we see them, are still like an iconic part of
Yeah.
Star Wars. Like, but fuck, then you're looking at like $900 for the trio. It's tough.
Yeah, it's tough. I
It's
love
like-
this scene though. So yeah, this is
like,
this
it's
is
cool.
pretty. Yeah, this is pretty sweet. But
He doesn't like you. Sorry, I don't like you either. Yeah. Well,
I mean, listen,
Hey,
it's going to
you
be
got
fun.
personnel.
I want to see people posting these online. Maybe that'll get me more excited to jump into. But
I want to see what people do, like that buy the full lineups, how they display them. Do you have the old Sideshow Cantina diorama or with the table and chairs type of thing? Like, again, they made some really cool pieces. So, like, people that have maybe some of that stuff, what are they going to do with?
yeah, there's people who make stuff like that too. What's his name? Legacy makes them as well. They can't think of
Yeah,
the
like
full name.
Legacy Arts, right?
Legacy Arts. He does that kind of stuff. So That'd be an awesome opportunity. Let's make a cantina. If he hasn't already done it so far. I think he's done Jabba's Palace already as one.
Yes. Yep. I've seen that.
So, I mean, I think he's done Darth Maul's throne from C-Dub. So he's made some cool stuff. I mean, yeah, easily do a cantina. Oh, actually, no, I'm looking on his IG. I think he has done some. He's taking a photo of someone. Let me see. I don't know if that's him. He made one himself, or if it's personal. I don't know. But yeah, there's potential there. I mean, if you want to go in, build a cantina, I think that's gonna look pretty. It's gonna look pretty slick.
Man, one case just dedicated to basically the cantina. You could do it. You know, and then you add like Luke, Sand Trooper, Obi-Wan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got to get a land speeder.
Oh, the Jazz Inc. one, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Saw one.
No
I
more
saw
of those
one
being made.
a couple months ago for like $800, and it sold. And then now I haven't seen anything under $3 grand.
Jeez.
That's gonna. I mean, look. I mean, is it Anakin dark side? No. Is it dewbacks? No. Is it your favorite clone trooper color of the week? No. But this is still exciting to a lot of collectors. So
yeah,
I'm looking forward to see what the end result is here, because I got at least one on there. Greedo might be coming home. Bib Fortuna might be coming home. The other guys, like Mr. Dr. Cornelius over here and the others, to be determined. But
same.
I'm not going to crap on them because they're not hot toys. They're cool Star Wars figures.
Well, and if they hang around and you get 15% off code or something like that, like I think that's where a lot of the times you and I and some of these other like deep
that's
Star
where
Wars
we
fans
live there, man.
might, like,
Bargain
pull the
bin,
trigger.
baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
It's like the DVD section of Walmart. Let's get it. Let's dig in. Let's get some.
let's get in that bargain bin.
Let's get in that bargain bin.
All right. Any final thoughts on Scum and Villainy or Jabba the Hutt? All right.
It's nice. Get something.
It's nice. Well, sounds good. That's going to just about do it then for tonight's show, guys. We're just at the 2-hour mark. So maybe get out of here early enough to maybe catch that episode of Andor. And
there you go.
Brick can watch Indiana Jones.
Yeah, Brick can start Indiana Jones.
I could watch the first half again and try and watch the rest
Pick up where
tomorrow.
you left off.
Oh, man.
No, but it's been good hanging out with everybody. We had a good show. Remember, next week is episode 100.
The big
and
one.
we will be having multiple giveaways. So please be here for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll be celebrating. Hopefully we have a lot of news to talk about as well and some good topics. But it was good hanging out with you guys tonight. I'm going to let you dudes kind of plug your channel. I'll let Brick go first here tonight.
Yeah, sure. Got Bugle 6 every first and third Saturday evening of the month. Next episode will be not this weekend, but next weekend. Flavio will be back. That's every first and third Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So Bugle 6 at 6. Also got a couple videos in the pipeline for the channel. 2 Hot Toys videos coming soon. Hopefully get the one finished by the end of the week. We will see. So be on the lookout for that. I will also be on Movie Canon stream Friday night at 9:30 Central Standard Time. So come watch us over on Movie Canon's channel. A lot of fun over there with those boys. And yeah, man, 100 episodes next week. Going to be crazy. I cannot believe it's been 100 episodes with you guys.
Crazy.
Man, good times. Good times indeed.
I think we've already hit the 2-year mark too. So like,
yeah,
early May.
Yeah.
So like 2 years, 100 episodes. It's pretty good.
it is.
It's been fun, boys.
Look, guys, you guys can be watching 6-Scale Symphony or whatever he called it. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Symphony.
Right.
Oh man.
That's what I meant to say.
And on that note, we have DLO The Collector.
100 episodes. Who would have thought? Not me. Hair's a mess. I don't care. It's a long night. Yeah, as far as content, oh man, I should probably fix my hat a little bit there. It's a little.
By the way, symposium is defined as a meeting to discuss a particular subject.
he's never
So
gonna
the
get that
1-6 Cafe.
over. 1-6 Cafe. Whatever. Let's just be all happy. We got Wolfpack on Wednesdays. Leave it at that. But yeah, so content at my channel, super non-Star Wars related. I feel so bad. I'm putting my video together. I'm like, man, everybody's all hyped about May the 4th and all these announcements and everything. I'm putting out a Batman video. I'm gonna put out a Batman video. Yeah, so I'm working on it right now. I just did a little bit of recording. So I got my OT custom bad boy over here. Head sculpt on. It's a beauty. Honestly, guys, it's next level. And I even bought the OT Customs Velvet Drape Cape as well too. Absolutely love it. It's stunning. So I'm working on a video on this one here and the OT Customs head sculpt for Batman Begins.
That looks so good.
And also, I'm going to be hooking up my Batmobile, aka Tumbler. I'm going to be lighting that bad boy up. So I'm going to put it all together, and I'm coming out with a how to make the best Batman display ever video.
He's doing that. He's doing that to spite me.
Me spite you.
Look what you're missing out on.
No, I would never. I'm so doing that. But yeah, it's great. It's going well. I absolutely. Oh my gosh, guys, you know my long history with this particular figure. So the fact that I'm at this level of I couldn't be more happy. It's definitely going to be a must-watch video because you guys know my history with this has not been great. I am very happy with this right now. So
you're basically done collecting Dark Knight figures.
Well,
Dark Knight trilogy.
At least the actual Dark Knight. I'm still getting other ones like Scarecrow and all that good stuff. So
Brick's getting Scarecrow.
Stay tuned. That's coming very soon.
Awesome.
Let's see. Gotta support those villains.
Gotta support them. Well, yeah, for me, I think this is the week that I'm going to do my top trusted sellers where I buy my figures from video. And then Brick, I think we're getting the Prey figure one of these weeks to review, but not sure when that's coming. And that's the figure he needs to review right up there right now is Galen Erso. But DLO's about his time, not yours.
Sorry. I love you guys, by the way. So Daddy needs some private time every once in a while.
But yeah, it was good hanging out with you boys. Good hanging out with everybody in the chat. Episode 99 closing out. Too sweet, everybody. Hope you all have a great
in the books
rest of the week. And hey, have a happy Mother's Day weekend. Do something special for your mom, for your wife.
Shout out to the moms out there who put up 4 shipper boxes.
Yeah, I ordered 6 yards of mulch, so I'll be spreading that this whole weekend, buying flowers and planting those as well. So do something special for the ladies and wish them all a happy Mother's Day from the Wolfpack.
From the Wolfpack.
From the Wolfpack.
See y'all later.
I'm not doing any long care. Take care, guys.
Keep breaking bitches.
How dare you?